Good day, adventurers. This is more Drunken Blade with this week's episode of Kinship's Destiny, Season 6, Lost and Found, brought to you by an echo. I hear an echo.
It's always Patrick.
No,
Oh, boy.
And that-
Brought to you by the Clockwork Nexus and all of our wonderful people on the channel that help support us. How are you guys doing tonight? I got a 2 thumbs up. I got a wave, a 2 thumbs up, a Shakazula thingy. One shy of I love you, and 2 blank stares. Okay. Well, tonight, let's see. One quick thing before we get started with Kithwin. So what we're going to be doing, hopefully, there's 6 of you. I will roll a 6-sided dice at some point in time. Not right now, at some point in time. And that person's going to be the next person that's number 6. So Sabrina, Lily. So that will be, take good notes because you're doing the intro next week. We're going to do a round robin.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're gonna do a little round robin, and then everybody will get a chance, and we'll just keep going around in circles until somebody just says, "Okay, fuck it, I'll do it." Anyway, let's get back to our story. Miss Kithwin.
All right. Last time on Kinship's Destiny, after gathering what could be gathered from the Cragbar hideout, our party ventured to camp with Sildar and Toothjaw in tow. Reuniting with Sabrina and Glimmer, they exchanged information and figured out the best next steps to rescuing Gundren and completing their initial task of delivering the caravan of goods to Phandalin, while also a small side conversation about fluttering and crimson butterflies also proved fruitful in a different way. It was during these short deliberations, Thordrin attempted to spirit away with the cart without a word to the rest of the party. Luckily, Malux was able to foil the first attempt with a well-placed sleep spell. The second attempt was more successful after heated words with Kithwin resulted in Thordrin storming off on foot. Glimmer, soon after, offered to scout out the castle where she figured Gundren was being held, saying she would leave a pile of 4 stones at the entrance to the road leading to said castle if the dwarf was being held there, asking only to see her friends again in return. She left with Toothjaw in that direction, and the rest of the party headed to the small town of Phandalin. More bonding was had amongst the party as the travel lasted into the afternoon. The talk of a mysterious illness of Endymion's mother and Sabrina's theory of possible ties to a kind of lycanthropy being notable amongst the conversations. Sildar also offered to reward us if we were able to recover his equipment as well on our mission to rescue Gundren, and mention of the importance of a map of the Wave Echo Cave that should have been in that empty case we found. Eventually, Thordrin was found on the side of the road, red-eyed with distress, and silently joined the caravan on one of the horses. After a few attempts to talk it out were unsuccessful, Shanoa decided to try a different approach. A bout of sparring turned deadly as Thordrin cast Guiding Bolt, mortally wounding Shanoa and causing Thordrin to again abandon the party, riding the stolen horse off into the sunset. After stabilizing Shanoa and talking Malux through a panic attack, the party returned to the road in solemn silence. Upon arriving in Phandalin and delivering the cart of goods to Barthen's Provisions, as promised, the party found lodging in the Stonehill Inn. After a dinner filled with gossip about the town and its inhabitants, that apparently includes a gang of ne'er-do-wells known as the Red Brands, apparently staying at the Sleeping Giant Inn. as well as a surprise meeting with the influential Frida Crosshatch, who recognized Malux as an acquaintance through his mother's business. The party retired to their rooms for the night. Thornton had apparently slipped a note to the tavern keep to give to Shanoa. The not quite apology sat ill with Shanoa, Sabrina, and Kithwin before they finally gave in to the exhaustion of the day and went to sleep. Edmund and Malux, however, were abuzz with the prospect of a new town and headed out to see.
Oh no!
Not again.
hold
That
on.
is
I have my
unfortunate.
mic open. You can finish it. Oh,
You can finish.
Meanwhile, Endymion and Malux headed out to the town to get up to some shenanigans. I believe is how it was going to end. There was one
Okay.
more.
There was one more. Thorgren
Well, it wasn't me.
went out into the woods amongst the muck and the thick of the forest and had what can only be described as a mental breakdown in the style of a Norse black metal video. The gods. He cries out to the gods. Have they heard them? Have they? Will they answer his prayer? Oh, that's the intro. Goodbye.
Awesome. That was going so well.
And that is proof that at least two of our party, possibly two more, have teleportation circles that are real. Those are real, kids. For everybody out there watching, teleportation circles are real.
Yes. Also above, sorry, there was just a rampant blue screen that happened, so she'll be back. You know, it's like the Avengers. She will return.
She will return.
Well, since you're there and she could probably hear you. How about when she gets back on, we'll take care of it. Oh, there she is. Let's do. And I didn't even set this up. I need some housekeeping to be done real quick. So thank you very much for that intro. It was awesome. The teleportation ability of your individual wild magic peoples is amazing. Okay. One of the things I brought up last time, I kind of put it in the chat as well. Don't forget to please put in your equipment, or even in the notes if it's not a piece of actual equipment that you can catalog, what you have. So if you had a couple of gold pieces, you had a silver piece, make sure you're adding those things to your inventory and to your equipment at all times. I have no idea who has the bag of holding. I have no idea who has the, there was two backpacks, 2 swords, a bow, a quiver of arrows. I don't know who has the gems. Well, I think I do, but those kind of things are important. Make sure that you're putting everything in there, even if you think it's insignificant. Just put it in there anyway. At some point in time, we'll go through it and see what you find and see what you have. Because what typically happens is that certain things you guys pick up, people think that they're, oh, that's just something mundane. And then later on, it turns out to be, oh, that was the key to the puzzle that we needed the entire time. And we've had it for exactly 16 weeks. And we've been trying to get through this door for 14 weeks. So
I have them in my notes document. I just hate using D&D Beyond. I'm sorry if you were trying to get a sponsorship. I just hate using this app. So I have it in my physical notes. I just haven't put it on my sheet yet.
Okay. If it's big things that are important, let me know. Like bag of holding, that's important.
The bag of holding, I know we actually double checked, has been on Malux's sheet the whole time.
Okay, and
So
then
it's on there.
I've got some potions of healing. Are those on people?
I used the one I had.
I took it. I have a couple extra listed on my sheet just in case.
Okay, and then Glimmer gave you back one, Kithwin. So you should have net 1 at least.
I'll add it back.
Okay.
Is it a regular healing or a greater?
Yeah, just regular.
Regular? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see, Sabrina. If you could do me a quick favor and roll me a D4. That's +1, by the way.
3. 3, so 4.
4. Okay. And then if you could do me a favor while I'm going over the stuff with Maluk's and Endymion, if you could message me 4 D100 rolls.
Or which one's the D100 again?
A D10 and a D10 with a 0. Yeah. Like it's
All right,
10,
so
20.
4.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then just message them. Yes,
the
ma'am.
2 swords we have, that should be -1 because we gave one to Sildar. So it should be 1 sword, 1
Okay.
bow.
No problem. Okay. One thing I forgot to ask Maluk's and Endymion, what time? It seemed like you were leaving almost immediately as you got to your room. Is that happening? That's about 7. It is dark, so 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, let's say.
I believe so. Unless Andy says otherwise,
Is that fair?
you are muted.
Yeah, because we had eaten and then we went upstairs because they went to the right, went to the left, and as soon as that door closed was when I
Just turned around and booked.
Yeah. No, when I mentioned to him the adventure thing, but yeah.
Sabrina, did you roll the D10s twice?
You said 4 times?
Yeah, it's
The D10 is this one. The D10 is this one, right?
yeah, but you're rolling 2 D10s. There should be a D10 that you had with the like 1 0 2 0 3 0 4 0 like you rolled, but then there's another one that just has single numbers on it.
Oh, yeah,
So-
I have that one.
So
Aha,
you
got
roll
it.
both of them. So the first one with the 0 is like 20, and then you roll the second one with the regular number, and that'll give you the second part of the number.
Oh, so a couple of D100 then.
Yeah, 2d10. Or you could just get the giant golf ball D100, which always tends to roll off the table and hurt somebody. All right.
I'm rolling the D10 only twice or 4 times? Because I rolled the D100 4 times. Okay.
What?
We got this. No problem.
Not a problem.
Got it. I will message you now.
Okay. All right. While she's doing that, yeah, the rain had started to slightly fall in Phandalin, starting to come down harder and harder and harder. At about 7:30, 8 o'clock, when you guys would have first started to roll out, there are still people in the tavern. Some other individuals had made their way in, just escaping the rain. Some people noticing that the rain was getting heavier, probably, made their way back home. There's a little mix of people in there. They're just kind of talking, nothing more. Just a little, not really much going on down there. You going to go straight out the front door, or what you guys going to do?
I'll look over towards Andy and go, "Hey, wait a minute. Should we leave a note for the girls just so they know that we're out and about and we're not getting in any danger?"
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's in my excitement, I kind of rushed out, but for sure. I mean, I could slip a paper under there, and you should probably put some of our stuff away, if anything. I don't know if you want to run around.
Yeah, we can leave some stuff behind. We don't need everything on us, like items.
Yeah.
So what does that mean to me? Is that you're just going to leave your backpacks, or what? What does that mean to me?
Yeah, it's just the main backpack, and then I still want to carry my weapons with me, just in case.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you, right? No, you didn't say you took your sword with you. Your sword.
Yeah, the heavy amount of the extra adventuring gear that I have is I don't think I'm gonna need all this on this little excursion. I am gonna take the magic bag with me because I'm still kind of getting a feel for it. I'm like,
So if
that's
you're-
weird and interesting.
So if you're going to leave the actual inn, I would like you both to describe yourselves as you leave the inn.
Okay. So like, I'm guessing like how we're departing from this place.
How you depart, what you look like, how you're dressed.
Maluk's is still of course the tall pink dragonborn kind of cranes his head down because most like sometimes the doors are just not built for his size. But he kind of leans down, looks outside, and he probably sees like his hair kind of like messing back a bit with the in draft coming from the wind of the weather outside. As he looks out and goes, yeah, it's really coming down out here, and flicks his hand a bit, and he's just going to hold one of his hands up above his head as he's just channeling constant cantrip usage out of it.
Okay.
He looks back and goes, "Oh, ready? I don't think I could do the same for you."
I mean, that's fine. And then he'll just pull up his cloak. I mean, I got a cloak with me. Hopefully that helps. And then we just drive ourselves back. But and Demian at this moment, he's kind of just hopping around, trying to get his adrenaline kind of in control, just to like hype himself up, do a little hop, little dance to get his, get himself ready to go out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be nitpicky.
And then I was gonna get into since we already dropped off the note, our equipment. I just have my weapons on me, my bow, and my sword and daggers on me.
I'm not getting nitpicky, but explain to me what
my full
cloak means.
My cloak, I don't really know much of it. I just know it was around my mom's. It was my mom's at one point, I believe. It's kind of dirty, kind of worn, kind of.
So you just kind of hooch it up like this around you?
Yeah, it's just a long cloak, a little bit past my knees, and just it has a hood on there.
Oh, so you do put the hood up?
Yeah, I put the hood up for the rain.
Okay. Anything else, Malukes, before we walk out into the rain?
No, he's wearing his usual attire, which are the clothes his mother's made for him, for the most part. Other than that, like he's got maybe a few things still hooked onto his belt, but other than that, he's like, again, he doesn't have to bring a whole lot with him. He's got his that cord tucked under his shirt, everything else along those lines. And as he kind of like goes and steps out into the rain, that cantrip usage makes the oncoming torrent of rainwater just like splatter off to the sides with a just constant shaping water as he just walks. So he gets to keep dry.
Okay.
Magic umbrella.
Do you have a specific destination in mind?
I suggested that we should, at the very least, get scope like a lay of the land of how this town looks, at the very least, so we can go out and about and see if there's any oddities in town that might be interesting for when there's less rain involved, and we can go and see.
Did I not
place of business?
Did I not load a map for you guys for that? Yes, I didn't.
You just mentioned that we saw a shrine on the way and like some little more stuff.
Let me just do this real quick because I
was going to say I have one open. I can just pop in the Discord if you want, like a map of Phandalin.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll pop that in.
Just as a note, if any of you guys should be able to share something, and it would like share your screen, and it would pop up down in that empty box. So if anybody has a map that they can like display, because I don't have one, but somebody did, you can.
I have one, but I don't know how to share it. So let's do this then. Did you already put it over in Discord? Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I just popped it over there. It's in the main Kinship chat.
Okay. So if you guys can just open that map on your screen, that'll give you a better idea of what's around. None of this. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I was like, if you want, I can also share the screen so the audience can see. It's just
course.
hit present, right?
Should be.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, then let me know. And if it doesn't come up, then I have to do it.
Because where are we at? We're at the.
We are at the Stonehill Inn.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's perfect.
I think. So yeah, I think we pop out of the space.
All right. It doesn't look like it's working. I got it though.
No problem.
Oh, I have it. It just apparently it's still stuck backstage.
Oh. I'm stuck backstage.
Well, we don't want to add it as another thing, but I got it.
No worries.
I got it.
We'll let him deal with that so the audience can see.
That's as good as I can do.
No problem. So with that, as the rain starts to fall harder and harder, there's no moon in sight. It's completely dark. There are a few oil lanterns strewn about the city that kind of give a little bit of illumination, but the wind has started to pick up a little bit as well. People are shuffling off the street. If you even walk out and take a look left or right, you may see a couple of people disappear into the Lion Shield Coster or down around the corner on the right. Just people looking like they're escaping the weather and just getting back home as quickly as possible. So the streets are relatively unoccupied.
So yeah, I guess I'll point over towards the big town square / circle and just kind of go. I think the shrine was in that way. Did you want to go check it out?
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to check out the. I want to check out the shrine.
It was splashing through some puddles that have been made. Just a little bit of mud here and there.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Remember the rules. Just back home, if we feel like bowing, we immediately bow, and if there's trouble, we run like heck. Ain't getting
fine.
Caught, you know?
I think. I mean, the secret jet is that way.
Right.
I can tell.
I don't know.
So you make your way over, stalking across to the shrine. There is a figurine. It does look like it's well kept up. Small stone altar, although the rain's pouring down upon it. If one of you would like to give one of your many skill checks.
Sounds like religion.
Sure, why not? Just don't roll anything less than a 5. We'll be okay.
Now you say that, and I get a 9.
Good. It's pretty recognizable. This is the god of luck and good fortune, known as Timora. Things keep popping up. As Timora, there's nothing really much. It's a humble little presence there. That's really about it. There's nothing more. It's not like you have a bunch of parishioners or anything. It's starting to pour ass rain. A couple lightning strikes in the. That would be what direction? That would be in the north.
Some poor sheep gets killed by Thor. Looking at this shrine, I go, "Wow, it's not as. I don't think this is as big as the one back home."
Yeah, it looks really tiny. I mean, the other one was a lot of things to take. I mean, to like donate. Can I investigate if there's like a little drop box I could drop off? Hey, maybe we give something. We'll be blessed with luck tonight.
There is not. There is more like offerings just set around in this little kind of clamshell kind of area.
All right. I'll just drop in like 5 silver pieces. Yeah.
Okay, big spender. And I don't mean that facetiously. I mean, like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I think Malukes thinks about the concept of like this apparently god or goddess is related to luck in some way, and just thinks about how hard it is just to get anything done in most cases for himself. So he just takes out a couple of a few electrum pieces and puts it down as well. These are
Oh.
special coins that he managed to find at some point or another during his many days of scraping weird, odd coins of adventurers that were coming through. And,
Okay.
they get a little plastered. Maybe they drop a bit of change over here and there.
Sure.
Sometimes somebody's like, you can't pay with this.
You just spent your entire fortune on something you don't believe. I think that happens every day in America.
Thankfully, not a whole lot. He takes maybe three electrum pieces out of many more that he has and goes, maybe somebody can use that here.
Okay.
It's just, well, at the very least, I'm not banned from this place.
I mean, you wouldn't jinx yourself so far. You're not bad so far. I mean, hopefully it entices some. I mean, it's not like it's bait, right? Oh, is there anything else you want to go check out?
He looks across the way to the line shield coster, apparently still not open in any case to go deliver the news. So he just kind of looks around and goes, well,
doesn't seem to be.
What was that?
Doesn't seem to be. No, it doesn't seem to be open, but I mean, there's the flickering light, flickering candlelight coming through windows.
I mean, we can go knock and see if anybody's there to do business. There is a light on the inside, but
yeah, it's not that late actually, and it, they might be good right now because I mean nobody's taking the good stuff unless they were there. But well, I mean, it depends on what they sell too. Hopefully, it's something good. Well, yeah, that way we can have it to ourselves. Hopefully, kind of peer around.
And then after, let's just get a quick lay of the land and see what's out here. Just hit some of the hot spots, see how it looks like, and we can let the others know maybe what they have in the windows and such.
All right. And lead the way.
Yeah, I guess I'll head my way over towards the coster for the line shield.
Okay.
And as he heads that way slightly, I'd like to do a quick perception check in case somebody was trying to see what we left, seeing how we heard about. Just to see. I did leave a good amount. 18 for perception. If there's anybody around.
What are you specifically doing?
I'm just looking if there's anybody else out here with us. Nothing. All right, cool.
I mean, you may see a random person in the distance making their way into their hovel or their home or a building, but it's not like there's nothing to see. So as you start to make your way towards there, there is you do see some small candlelight coming through what is kind of a opaque white kind of dirty white curtains. There's a large the blue lion shield painted. It hangs over the door. Again, it's pouring rain. I mean, it's just a rainy night.
Yeah,
it's giving you guys ample opportunity to do what you want to do and then get your butts back home.
As I get over to the place, I kind of think how hard should I knock? One of those little vicious sort of things, and just kind of give it a little bit of a solid enough to be heard on the inside sort of deal.
Okay.
Kind of stand back a bit.
Okay.
Figure out which way I should be presenting myself.
And you hear from the inside a chair, like a wooden chair, scraping the floor. A few small little footsteps, and basically a woman's going to open up the door. She is all dressed in kind of blue. I mean, looks like she's probably just getting ready to lock up, or it's late. It's not late, but it's not much going on. And can I help you?
Hi, I believe this is a line shield coster. Your house or something?
That's Yes.
I'm from out of town. I just need to make sure. Have you been having goods go missing recently?
And come in out of the rain. Come in out of the rain.
I'll gesture for MD to follow.
I'm just following him, just looking.
Okay.
I'm really sorry. Don't want to be tracking mud all over the place. I apologize.
It happens all the time, dearie. That's why we put down this straw, and then just in case, so the straw doesn't get pushed back out into the street, we have this little piece of wood right here that captures it, and it'll be quite fine. I can scoop it up and put it out later. But what do you mean by
So, well, myself and my friend here and some other friends we have, we're on our way up here from Floodblessed, and we kind of got a little sidetracked with some bandits in the area. We managed to handle them, but we found, and I go into the bag of holding and I pull out small satchel, like a small sack of goods with, like the crest on it. We found a bunch of items with this on it.
And where did you get that at, dearie?
Well, it was back up the road on the. Did we come on the Tribord Trail? Yeah,
just off of it. Yes.
Yeah, we came from the Tribord Trail. It's about less than a day's ride, and then splits off this one. We probably would have put together a little map detailing like the path we had to take. Let them know about the path that goes past those bushes and everything like that, past this little creek area, and then to the Cragmaw's hideout.
Okay. And you didn't recover it yourself? I mean, what was there? I mean, I've lost quite a lot over the past 30 days or so. I've lost a lot of things. A few wagons full of inventory, men, people who said going to guard it, never returned.
Yeah, it was wagons full, probably. Like so many of these boxes. I think you brought a piece with you with the emblem, right? With the one of the it was way too much for us to
wagon loads of stuff. We couldn't bring everything here, so we.
And you're saying that there's at least a couple wagon loads of this on this. She's kind of pointing to the map and kind of roughly sketched, but kind of figuring out which way to go.
And from our understanding, I believe we took care of the leadership that was in that place. We're not entirely sure if it's 100% cleaned out or anything else along those lines. I mean, I gesture like kind of like bringing attention to the fact that we are young.
Yeah, and if anything, it was
bring attention to that theory. I even though you are a dragonborn, I can tell you.
Yeah, and then I mean, if anything, it was just this morning that we found the stuff. It was earlier today, and then we came here and delivered some goods. I mean, and then oh man, I forgot his name. What was the guy's name that was with us to cooperate?
Sildar.
Sildar. Yes, Sildar was.
Sildar.
We found Sildar as well.
Yeah,
damn pigeons.
It's pretty known in the town, And then
yes, Sildar came by earlier and said that there was a few individuals, but there was more of you. You just the rest of you have a place to sleep. Do you?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yeah, currently we're at the Stonehill Inn.
Oh, quite good. Yeah, Sildar did come by. He had mentioned it. And she kind of unrolls another piece of parchment, which is almost. It looks quite similar, probably, to your without doing any kind of checks. It looks quite similar to your map, but it's a little bit more detailed of the area. So you get a snapshot of the area with that. And kind of a nice little red X. He was quite thankful. You're supposed to try to find his equipment as well. Is that true?
Yeah, we gave him a loner sword, and
by the way, what is your name?
Oh, well, I'm Malux. This is Endymion.
Well, I'm Miss Graywin, and the coster. Once I understand that Sildar is very trustworthy, but I'm going to send some individuals in the morning, in fact, and they're going to make sure that this is there. once they have established that it is there, it would have been easier if you could have brought it to us. I would have been able to give you something more, but at least for helping Sildar out, and
It
if
was
it's true that it is there and we're able to recover it, I'll be able to give you some more funds. But for right now, she kind of slides over 10 gold pieces.
oh,
It's kind of a finder's fee for now, but it'll be more. It's quite a lot of things I need to get out of them for.
yeah. I mean, just fair warning. Like I said, there were some mostly goblin bandits in there. There was a bugbear we had to take down.
Bugbear.
I believe Shanoa mentioned
Goblin
something about
bandits.
yeah.
Yeah,
there was like
goblins, right? And then they're little traps, but I mean, they don't work.
there was a
Hopefully they got
big
used up.
snake I heard.
And a
And
snake.
then yeah, and then
Anything
there
else
was
I should write down?
yeah, there was a skeleton that exploded.
And a skeleton? Okay, this is getting deeper and deeper. Maybe I'll send a
Yeah.
few extra men, not just one or two.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
take a little bit of extra caution, I would say. But at the very least, it's less than a day's ride there. Probably back as well.
Okay, well, if you're around in a day or two, if you make your way back through here, if it's indeed true and we do recover things, then I'll go ahead and I will set aside a little bit more for you.
Oh, then before I forget, there's this area right before the hideout. There's a really big like hole in the ground.
It's so big.
A hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Like
hole in the ground. Snakes,
like a trap.
Skeletons, bugbears, goblins.
Those are dead though. So yeah.
I cannot stress this is a really deep hole in the ground. You need to be careful around the hole. We didn't mark it, did we?
Yeah, we did. We have.
I mean, it's an obvious hole, but like, be careful going on the path. There's a big hole. It's
the left-hand side to the tree, right next to the tree, right there.
I don't know why they would dig it that far. Like most of them are like so short. You'd think
Maybe
they'd never get out.
Maybe they made it enticing. They made it enticing for somebody to find it fun to jump in or something like, whee! You know, just for the thrills.
There's nothing down there, as far as I can tell.
Maybe that's why it was so deep. You know.
Yeah, they dig it so deep.
Got to find out what's down there. But I think this is the gist of it, right?
I'm going to be getting some sleep now. It's been a very long day trying to catalog the things that have been missing. Hopefully I can find them. I'll send the boys out tomorrow to get them with a few, at least a couple of wagons.
Yeah, at least a couple of wagons.
I'll send at least a couple, 3, maybe 4 wagons just in case. And then okay. Well, I appreciate it. But I'm going to need to go to sleep, and I don't mean to usher you back out into the rain, but it's just a quick jaunt over back to the inn.
Yes. I like side like glance over at Endymion like, yes, we're totally going straight back.
Good day then.
You have a good night.
You hear the door close, and he goes over and kind of shuts the little curtains, and then these 2 big shutters kind of close from the inside. Almost completely dark. You still can see through the cracks a little bit of candlelight, but other than that, it's kind of locked up for the evening.
Well, Miss Greywood seems nice.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, just let us know how the vibe is here. I mean, I guess there's nothing else that's going to be open. If they're the big business one of them now. Yeah, so I mean, I assume everything else is closed. So I guess it's not worth it until the morning.
Okay, that's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just go back. And I mean, there was more people coming in that we kind of saw at the end. Maybe we can ask them a few questions.
Yeah,
and then we can get some food. I mean, I didn't eat that well because that Frida kind of killed my appetite for a bit. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we can go ask some questions. Let's head over there.
We gotta wait for our food anyways, right?
Yeah,
put it in order.
Yeah, there's no known depot here, so if that's truly all you wanted to do, we can put you back into the inn if that's what you would like.
There was one other thing. It like if after asking questions and exhausting any like dialogue trees there, just We were told about the Sleeping Giant Inn
Yes, you were.
and how we were supposed to stay away from the Sleeping Giant Inn. But no one
Yes, you
says
were.
peeping at the Sleeping Giant Inn using a telescope of some sort. As we're like getting our business done and be like, we don't have to go near this place. You have that spyglass, right?
Yeah, I have it, but then again, that's.
Do you think they do any unsavory business like out their front door or anything like that? That would be like painfully obvious, or where we can get like an idea of like what sort of weird ruffians we're getting up against.
I mean, not unless they're really dumb. Like I wouldn't.
Could be.
I mean, we'd have to find a good spot. I mean, we could look at them from a good 100 feet. You just got to keep it dry. I mean, I'll look and you keep it dry. Otherwise, it's just going to be a whole bunch of blurry shit.
Yeah. I'll do that. I think we'll all go park like a good, like maybe a football field's worth distance away from this place. Be like, is this good distance for us?
Okay, so you're trying to get a visual on the front of
the Sleeping Giant Inn. See if they got any lights on or anything else along those lines. If there's people loitering outside, drinking, or what have you.
I think it'd have to be like that building.
a football field away. That would put you. That would put you.
No, it would be next to the. Sorry, you know where the Stonehill Inn? There's that on the right of it. There's like that little gray building. It'd have to be like right there.
Yeah.
So you're
where it says Townmaster.
The building right above where it has the text Townmaster's Hall.
Yeah,
so you're going to
that's a good
on top of that, or you're
that little porch that's right there.
Okay.
They're getting up to dumb teenager shit. They were told not to do the thing, so now they're going to do the thing.
And that would be you're looking kind of northeast at the Sleeping Giant. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Just standing there, or
like the little porch that's right there, standing in the left-hand corner. I'll be just Demian just standing there with his kind of cape, kind of open up. Here, hand the telescope or the scope to Malux and be like, "Here, I'll cover the rain," and then you just try to look through it. I'll keep a lookout
over with performing Dragonborn umbrella for him.
Just open my cloak up a little bit.
Anything?
Excuse me. Excuse me. What are you two fucks doing?
Slowly turn on the
Hey, keep it down. Do you want to get caught?
Caught what?
Exactly. How can I help you, good sir or person? I'm gonna roll with. Where's my thing at? Some of my skills.
What are you looking at?
Stuff.
Spyglass?
No.
Would you like to see?
No. What are you looking at?
I'm gonna look this person up and down. Do they have any like clear markings of like affiliations?
Can I do a perception on this guy?
You guys can do 18. All the checks you want.
18 for perception.
Let's start with the easiest one. Standing in front of you with a hood up in a grimy scarlet cloak.
Oh, fuck.
Stands about a 5.5 foot tall human. What the fuck are you doing?
Dumb shit, obviously. I mean,
well, of course it's dumb shit. Don't tell me you're looking over at my inn.
Oh, you have an inn?
And now we're playing stupid.
Well, I mean, I can't pretend if it's something I am, you know.
It's not as if we know that.
Sorry.
And you immediately see his two fingers go up and blows out the loudest whistle.
Oh dear.
In the direction in which in the direction in which you were looking, or trying to look, a couple of individuals come running or rushing out of the inn. Whoops, hold on. Click on that again. Out of the Sleeping Giant, the tavern, tavern, in your direction, and you could hear him coming. I mean, it's rain. It's still raining, but you hear the slosh.
Yeah. Okay, I would like to apologize. First off, like, hi, we're from out of town. We haven't heard much about this place. We're just doing a little bit of exploring. We apologize. I guess we're not supposed to look at your inn. We didn't realize that was one of the rules. So, I mean,
Let me make this square with you. First and foremost, I don't know who the fuck you are. You gonna tell me? The Dragonborn?
okay, well, first off, we're a couple of kids from out of town. Sorry if
Well,
I
the fact of the matter is, I've asked you at least 4 different times, who in the fuck are you? And you haven't answered me. I know that I'm looking up at you about 1.5 feet, but the fact of the matter is 2 of my friends are standing right behind you, and I think they're going to want even more answers.
Okay. Sir, first off, I'm a child. Do you really want to like be known around town for a person who goes and gets their jollies off intimidating children? Because that's not exactly a good look.
It's not stopping him. He's doing. Oh, right. No, the truth. We're just 2 broke ass kids trying to look for some kind of work or something, and then
some kind of work,
yeah,
or something.
You know, yeah.
But you don't already have work spying on us? You make it the habit of spying on the red brands. It's probably not the most intelligent thing to do.
Oh, I mean, we didn't even know what it was. I just, had the idea that it was an inn.
Well,
maybe
let me make this clear to you. Stay away from it. You're too young.
Oh,
do you understand me?
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Guess we're gonna have to go to some other town for work or something, dude.
Sure.
Well, what do you do besides standing in the? If it was daylight, I mean, everybody in town would have seen you sloshing around, pulling out that spyglass. You didn't do a very good job of hiding it all.
I mean,
now you know why we need work, right? If there's anything cleaning, I mean, my friend here likes to like fix things, do a little stint like in a bar serving drinks, just hand shit, I guess, just manual labor, I guess. But if you said like we shouldn't be here, then I guess we'll come back when we're older, I guess. Now, with your permission, can we go, or are we gonna keep scolding us or anything else we should know?
I don't know. I'm just listening to you fucking babble on.
Oh, I mean, if we're free to go, then
over here, just fucking bloody leave. Go back to where are you staying at? He kind of reaches up, Endymion. He kind of reaches up to your cloak and flips your hood back off the top of your head. It gives you the look over. Where the fuck are you staying at? Do your parents know you're out this late?
No, I don't have parents.
I mean, you look a little bit too old to be still whining and sucking on the teeth anyway. But this one, I don't know. I haven't met many Dragonborns, but you look a little soft. Maybe when your scales harden, you'll be able to help us out a little bit. I may have work for you, but get the fuck out of here. I've got beer to drink.
All right. Well, thanks for your advice then. Yeah.
And like all 3 of them, like just pouring rain. You see, they're standing if you're leaving, going back to where you came from.
could have said something along the lines of like, I don't know.
So as you're just making the corner back in, you're going back to the Stonehill Inn, I gather.
Yeah.
As you start to make your way around the corner, both of you notice a younger halfling kind of chuckling. Don't go over there. Don't. Those guys have been harassing everybody in town. Just don't go over there. Just mind your own business.
Oh, then it seems you know a lot about this place. Anything else you'd like to share for a couple idiots?
Well, I've been raised here. I know not to mess with the red brands.
Are you staying in this inn? If you want to follow us, come in. We're just gonna get something to eat. If you want to come with.
Oh no, my mom wouldn't like it if I hung out inside the tavern. But just don't mess with those guys. You'll see them. You can't miss them. They all wear the same color cloaks. Just kind of, if they're on this, if you're on the same side of them, just kind of walk around them. Give them a wide berth. Just they have their own little tavern, and they got it. I think they got a little hideout though.
Yeah, where's that at?
Well, it's the old Tressendar Manor. But it's not really the manor itself, because the other day, because I kind of hang out here because like I want to be an adventurer someday and go out and do cool things. But I was in the forest the other day and I happened to see them come out of like a small cave. There's like these bluffs that go down below it. They came out of a little cave kind of underneath there. But I'm not going to mess around with any of that because those guys, they already killed somebody and took his wife and child. So I don't know what they did with them.
Do you know about how many guys are in this gang?
I don't know. Probably dozens. I don't know. It seems like it just keeps growing more and more.
Perception check. Is anybody following us?
Roll for a perception check. Is anybody following you? Was the question.
Yeah. See if anybody's following us. But with a 5, I probably don't.
With a 5, it doesn't seem that anything is following you except raindrops.
I'll look at Indy and just go. Well, this place is where they're holding 100. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to have something a little bit stealthy in order to get them out.
Holding. I think you're confusing places real quick.
I mean, if it turns out to be the same place, but and Malux does not know the difference between a mansion and a castle.
Not a castle.
It's big buildings. Other people get to live in them. I've never seen one. So
all right. So thank you for your info, and I'm gonna try to sleight of hand trick out. Just nope, 9.
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to be cool and hand him like a gold coin for be like, oh, here, adventuring gets expensive. Gotta start your funds early. Thanks for the info.
that Chandler episode in Friends where he's trying to palm the $20 bill, the cool, and it keeps like falling out. He picks it up. Thanks. You see him take off out into the rain.
Never see that kid again. We didn't get his name. We didn't check to see if he was actually a spy for that gang or anything else.
I mean, he wouldn't be telling us that kind of info. You know what I mean? Like, plus he was a halfling. They're not known for that. Hopefully, from my experience. But I mean, I guess we have nothing now to do since we got fucking caught.
In your experience, yes.
I was about to say, halflings are famous for playing thieving roles. Are you kidding? Like, that's the whole thing, is that the Hobbit is a thief. Above table, it's fine. My Lord of the Rings nerd came out and they're like, actually.
We're actually doing a request of those.
It's like
That's why I
these
made
guys are the dumbest people I've ever met.
So I made the joke. Come on, guys.
So I studied for 3.5 hours for that. You make me proud.
Looking as the kid runs off and just look back at Endymion and be like, well, it seems this whole town is just hostile to newcomers.
Hey, what to say? Sometimes what you don't see says a lot more than what you did saw.
I realize I'd hate two fucking towns.
You
So
guys
far, remember? So far.
guys gonna go to bed?
Yeah.
Want to go get some drinks and food and chat about some stuff.
Okay.
I know for sure Elsa had more info from what she told us.
So, if you're going to go inside, talk about some stuff, anything that's very specific, you can message me on. And we're going to take it to the morning where the rain has stopped. The sun has come up. It is quite muddy outside. A small amount of mist is covering the ground. No wind. The sun has come up, just started to peek over the top of the forest. Small sunlit beams pass through the little cracks in the window where the drapes don't match evenly, kind of illuminate each of your rooms. Mostly the girls' room because it is on that side. What you guys doing in the morning?
Oh, look, a piece of paper.
I found a note.
I forgot to get that back.
Ah, the boys are gone. Just in her, she hasn't even put on her armor yet. She just storms over to the other room, just like in a panic.
Does it say
Sabrina gets
where
up.
they are?
Just she throws the note at Shinoa.
Sabrina very calmly is like, probably just snuck out last night and we barely found out. We did sleep like rocks.
They wouldn't have done
She's already gone and at the other room, just knocking on the door.
They wouldn't have done anything dumb. I think they're a lot smarter than we probably give them credit for.
I feel like we've been saying that about a lot of our friends and ourselves lately, but given our track record, no.
Luke's, Indy, are you in there?
Maluk's, upon hearing knocking at the door, goes over almost quickly, slept in his clothes because he feels uncomfortable in this place. Goes to the door, like cracks it open a bit, puts his foot against the door, just looks out like around and down. Hey guys.
What the fuck kind of note was that?
Oh, it was just
Boys are gone. The boys are gone. Not. Oh, we're going out. That sounded like a ransom note.
I'm not good at writing.
Are they in the room?
Yeah, everything seems fine. Actually, hang on. You're a rogue. You're extra stealthy. I just have to look around. Yeah. They're both in there.
He's been awake
Can
for
you
he's been awake for
Endymion
hours.
for me?
Yeah, I don't need to sleep much. I mean,
He's been staring at me for like the last few hours, I'm assuming.
just a little bit.
Elves are weird.
All right. Well, we have a day full of recouping stuff before we head out again. I think we're meeting Glimmer this afternoon. Yes. Above table.
About 6.
About 6.
Right before dark. Let's just say right before dark.
Okay. So, we have to. Do you guys need any magic component stuff? Are we good on potions? I know we need more rations.
I think the only thing I was gonna try to get would be a healer's kit. You know, maybe they have one of those. That seems like a useful thing we could have. And yeah, I don't think I can think of anything else.
Doesn't Sabrina have like 12 of them?
I have one.
Honestly, no.
There's a couple things. There's a couple things you missed. You got a shitload of everything else, and the couple of things I expected you to take were not on your sheet. So I was like, okay.
I kind of look at you for a second and go, I mean, I think I'm good at components, but maybe I could. I don't know. All right, I'm a little sleep logs. I'm gonna get like an extra hour, maybe. I'll find you guys once I'm good.
Okay, what did you guys do last night? Did you just stay up at the tavern?
No,
we
we were
didn't
just
do much.
going out. You know, on good word, I have it that we were out being stupid. If that helps. But I mean,
How stupid.
Well, apparently everyone thinks we're stupid. So this town is full of charming individuals, just like the last one.
if they were so smart, they wouldn't have this thief problem. You know.
All right, well, when you guys are ready to tell us what actually happened, you let us know. I've got to get stuff together. Okay, so rations, a healer's kit, if we can find one, maybe some potions, if we can find those. Oh, my dad knows this great guy here. I'm going to stop by and say hello and get some of that fire whiskey. Tem of Tem's Spirits, I think it's just over there. I just want to stop in, say hello, maybe get us some spirits for the road, or to celebrate with when we finish our first adventure.
Is there like an amount you want us to like all pitch in just as a group thing to get some stuff? Or
I mean, I was just gonna have it on the nose, but yeah, we can figure that out after, once I figure everything out.
No, I meant for like the stuff here, because I just need the kit and the grapple hook, really.
More
I'll just.
You want a grappling hook? You might have to go to the blacksmith for that one.
Don't you have one already? Yes, ma'am.
No, just say that like in the middle of this conversation. Sabrina would walk over like a little bit past Kithwin, walk over to Endymion, and then just upside the head smack. I said, don't go anywhere. And then she just walked back out. Already perfectly coiffed. Doesn't like makeup done, hair done.
Yeah, Kithwin's the opposite. Bedhead, hair up to one side. Definitely still in her PJs. Has not brushed teeth. Just immediate panic set in when she found the note.
Oh, and then.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go fix my face and get ready, and then we'll go out shopping. How about you, Shanoa? Do you need anything?
She'd still be kind of like in bed, like slowly trying to get her bearing straight. Like, no, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna start getting everything ready. And like she gets and is like setting out the armor to slowly start putting it all on.
Okay, well, if you don't want to go shopping, maybe you can go over and make sure like the cart is ready, and make sure like that the oxen and everything is still there.
I can do that.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Who's going shopping with me?
Who's going to the
I'm
cart?
already down here waiting
I'm
for
going to
you.
the
I'll be
cart.
in the tavern.
I will join you after I have like an hour's sleep.
I guess I can wait an hour.
Endymion? Well, you guys haven't eaten yet either. You haven't even gone downstairs.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh
say.
yeah, that's true. I'm
We can
just
go eat while we wait, and then we can kind of tell you some stuff that happened, about last night.
Yeah. Sorry, breakfast does sound good. Oh my god, I'm a halfling that almost skipped breakfast. What the hell is happening to me?
Hopefully
All right,
we could
hang
go
on.
Second breakfast.
That is true. I never miss a second breakfast, even if I miss the first. All right. I go, I get ready, go back downstairs for breakfast.
Keep in mind, this breakfast is free. The rest of the stuff wasn't. Well, I mean, it could change, but I'm just saying that's what you were told.
Cool.
As soon as you guys start to make your way down, there are a few people in there. To be honest with you, not trying to hide anything, an individual that's the closest chair, small table to the door. Is kind of a ruggedy, kind of older human, and is wearing that. Hold on one second. Is wearing kind of a grimy scarlet cloak, just sitting there, kind of picking at a plate of food that looks like it's already been eaten, but just kind of like just picking at it and watching the stairs. And as the first one of you come down, pays you no mind.
I think Sabrina would have been the first one down since she was ready before everyone. Because
well, kind of looks at you like, just kind of watching the stairs.
She clocks it, but then goes and sits down at the table, pulls out her book, and is just waiting for her friends, twiddling her fingers because she doesn't want to have her knife out in the tavern.
Okay.
I would have gotten all my stuff on, and I would start coming down the stairs, rubbing. It's been a rough day.
Again, you say this. You see the same thing. A grimy scarlet cloaked individual. I mean, the hood's down. It's just like they're basically just sitting there, watching people come down the stairs. They see you coming down the stairs.
And then I go and sit by Sabrina.
Okay.
I guess I'll be next down the stairs. She's just like coming down, and she's going over everything she needs to do in her head, like counting the supplies we're getting over and over again. Like, I have to go see Tem. Dad would kill me if I got into town and then didn't say hi. And then like look up. If we make eye contact, this scarlet robed guy, because she's used to working in a tavern, like her instinct is just to kind of like smile at him and then continue on her way.
Okay.
Just be like,
watches you come downstairs, eyes meet for a second. Nah.
okay. And she skips over to the table.
Anybody else coming down?
And Damian's just gonna be finished double checking all his stuff, and then he's gonna turn him and look, remember, double check, don't forget anything, because then I don't know, they have a lost and found here, and remember to turn in the key. And then just put on my stuff.
Luke's is curled uncomfortably on a bed that's still too small for him.
And then just close the door behind me, and then just go down.
As you start to make your way down the stairs, you see the same grimy, scarlet cloaked individual. You get about halfway down the stairs, easily see him. He easily sees you, stands up, walks out the door.
We're just gonna go and sit with the rest of the group, and then
Luke's still sleeping.
Yeah, he said he was gonna sleep for a little bit more. He said he needs to catch up on his beauty rest and whatnot. But you guys saw that. Oh, I was gonna mention that asshole in red that walked out right now.
Oh, the grimy looking guy?
Yeah. Wait. Do I know, is that somebody else, or that was the guy that was harassing us?
You don't recognize him.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
The only thing you recognize is he has the same cloak. You know, the same type, of cloak. If I made 1,000 cloaks all similar, that's the same cloak.
Okay. Yeah, you know how we mentioned we stepped outside real quick to do some dumb shit. Well, we were kind of caught by one of that guy's homies, or one of his friends, telling us to avoid the place, and then kind of berated us about how stupid we are and how nobody messes with the red brand.
So let me get
explain kind of caught. It's either you're caught or you're not caught. Not really.
Well, we weren't exactly trying to hide. We should have probably done that better, but we were trying to just quick look at the place so we know we heard them.
Wait. Aren't those the guys that everybody we talked to explicitly told us to stay away from because they're bad news?
I mean, we were kind of away from the place.
How far?
Like, what would it be like?
In
4
decameters.
decameters. 4 decameters.
I mean,
I
that
was
was
hoping he'd say
reasonable, I
football
guess.
field and be like, "How big's a football field? What's a football?"
Yeah.
About 300 feet.
How many decameters?
So just
There's
far
no
enough to
problem
use your spyglass, but you didn't, like, I don't know, hop into a shadow, go on a rooftop.
No, it was raining. We can't climb up. You know how dangerous it is? It was really bad.
I don't know, I'm a monk. I could probably make it.
Well, it's time we should have waken you up for it.
Please
Or you
do.
could've
If you're
woken us
gonna
all
do
up.
dumb shit, please let us know that you're doing it. I mean, what would have happened if you'd been, like, captured? We would not have known where you are. We're already down a party member.
Yeah, but now they.
I think did Maluk even try to stop you? Because that seems like he would have nixed this whole idea.
Yep. You might not believe this, but he was the
Oh,
one that
probably.
wanted to go.
It was his idea?
So not here.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I mean,
Insight check.
okay.
And then you roll either persuasion or deception, but don't say which.
10.
Yeah, it was definitely his idea to. He even brought up, "Hey, you have a spyglass." I always forget about that thing.
That's why we have friends.
I don't know why.
Have we
I don't
gotten
know
the
why I
breakfast
believe
yet?
him. Huh?
Have we gotten our food yet, or are we still waiting for it?
Hey, but
It's a
I'm
buffet
sorry.
style, so we would have had to grab it and come back.
You have, yeah, it's all buffet style. There's all, I'm sorry, there was all, I was listening to you guys. There was all kinds of meats laid out. There's not a lot of stuff. I mean, there's different things. There's not a lot of it. This looks a little bit smaller, maybe not to go to waste, or a little easier maybe to throw into a stew later if they're going to have a stew. There's not a lot of stuff out. There's some beef and some venison, some lamb, some simple meats. There is no bacon in Faroon. Just want to let you guys know that it's salted pork, and you can have hickory salted pork if you'd like. There's a couple different simple cheeses, maybe a goat cheese and a hard cheese, some breads, a couple of small pastries that, to be honest with you, may be a few days old. And then maybe if you wanted water, milk, juice, ale, something like that, again, that's not a big deal for them to provide for you. There's nobody running around in here, just the regular tavern.
Okay.
There's nobody
Okay,
helping out.
so Sabrina would have already gotten something very small in her tea, and as everyone's talking, as Endymion's talking about what they did last night, her book, you would hear them. She would just get up and be like, "I'll be outside," and she would just kind of go and sit outside because she is very, very upset.
Okay. And there is on the outside, there is a small, maybe like a 2-person kind of a bench on either side of the door. Make it easy for you. So you're sitting outside?
I will just grab and go, and it's like, you all sort this out. I'm gonna go check on the oxen, so I'll be over there.
Okie dokie. I'll see you later, Shanoa.
Yeah.
Just pay attention because apparently they're probably looking for me or something. Because I mean, he did walk out as soon as I got down, so just pay attention if they try to harass you.
I shake my head if he's trying to explain himself.
So, do you want me to go talk to her, or do you want to go talk to her? Because I don't know if she wants to talk to you right now, but I could go at least calm her down for you.
Calm who down?
Huh?
The what? Wait, hold on. There's more to this story. What happened? But I'm gonna get up and get food real quick, if you don't mind. Eat something before we. I just gets up, gets some food, and then quickly goes back and down. All right.
As you're getting up to go get some food and stuff, Shanoa, not too far away, as you're making your way over. Hold on. As you're making your way over to Barthen's Provisions, you do see that the cart and the wagon have been pulled outside. They've been all the oxen have all been put into their yokes, and you see an individual kind of tending with their back to you, tending to that wagon and oxen. And you really maybe kind of stutter step and realize that it is your stepbrother.
So you finally decided to come back.
It would seem like it.
Usa.
I would say welcome back, but I'd be lying through my teeth.
Well, at least it would show that you're capable of something more than unoriginal, pessimistic put downs and just whiny bullshit.
You know what? I can add a new thing to your repertoire. How about murderer or kinslayer?
You ain't dead.
No, not yet.
You're as dead as I was. I told you didn't want it. You pushed it. And it went the way it did.
But you went too far.
Shit does happen.
Shit does happen. Not to come across as a bitch, but what goes around
It's
comes.
okay. You can't help it.
If I knew I wouldn't get cut down by the guards, I'd just stab you right now. But I'm a bigger person than you.
Yeah.
You don't have
You
to like
keep thinking that.
All right.
No, I warned you. I warned you you didn't want it.
Yeah.
And you don't have a
I
word to
thought
say a
you were
thing about honor when you start a fight off by throwing a shield at somebody's back. That's not an honorable challenge anyway, so I was under no obligation to give it any kind of merit.
At least I don't.
Now, I might have lost control
Yeah,
in the
that-
moment,
why
and I
don't you
apologize for that, but I am not sorry that you were the one that pushed it when I told you you didn't want it. Actions have consequences, right?
Not even getting into it with you right now because you're in one of your moods.
One of
Why don't
my
you go
moods.
run off again?
One of my moods.
Why don't you go run off again?
That's what you
'Cause when
want?
shit goes south, what do? You run.
What do you
That's
mean when
very
shit
honorable.
went south? I was doing anything at all while you're sitting there having girl talk, talking about blah, 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 bullshit. Meanwhile, my uncle is sitting somewhere, and y'all ain't doing nothing but having your little chit chats about it, and I got shit to do. Now we got this job done, and now my uncle is missing. What have you done about it?
I don't know. I was dead.
You were dead for less than a second, and I took care of it. Try another excuse.
When this is over and we find Uncle, I think I might be finding a new family. And she just turns around and just
Your last one didn't want you. And then you sit here talking shit to the one that did.
she just grips the handle of the sword.
We took you in, and I've shown you everything I can at the forge. I've treated you like blood, and you treat me with nothing but disrespect and put downs, and I really am over it. Now, like I said, you can be mad, and I deserve something for the fact that I lost my shit, and I won't deny that. But I will still stand on the fact that I told you you didn't want it.
Fine. And she just turns around, Kinslayer, and she just walks back to the inn.
Again, you ain't dead.
She just shakes her head.
Well, dearie, I see you have the oxen all put up. I know the rest of your party is at the inn. How many people were in the party again?
There are 5, and then some bitch that's following us. I don't know.
1, 2, 5 plus you. That's 6. Okay, hold on 1 second. Goes back in, comes back out. You'll need this for the trip back. There's some provisions for you, some salted pork and some rations. This will get you 1, 2, 3. Whoa, hold on. Goes back in, grabs a smaller bag. You may need this one too. There should be enough provisions to get you back home safely. I'll let Sildar know if I see him, or if you see him, let him know you're leaving town. Or I suppose you're leaving today. Nobody wants to stick around this fucking town, but
Well, I don't really know.
Well,
the rest of my party was figuring stuff out. I took a little walk, so I don't really know what their plans are.
Well, I don't know what their plans are either, dearie, but I suppose you should catch up to them. If you need anything else, the oxen have been taken care of, fed, watered, everything's.
So I'll just start like petting the oxen and just kind of, thank you kindly, ma'am. And I make no motion to move at all.
Okay. Going by you, even that early in the morning, you see 3 large, heavy wagons pulled by, large workhorses, and about 10 men. 3 or so in each of them, maybe one extra guy riding on a horse, to kind of start moving out past you a little.
With a, where is it? Where'd it go? With a 19 perception check, as Chanel is walking back to the inn, do I notice any of those red cloaks clocking her at all?
You don't necessarily. I mean, there's lots of people around. You in particular wouldn't know what they look like because you've been out of town.
From my experience as a city guard, would I be able to clock that they look unsavory?
To be honest with you, no. But, I mean, there's cool. It's earlier in the morning. There's a lot of people that are making their way out, sloshing through the early morning mud.
Then I keep playing with the oxen.
Okay. Endymion, you got a nice big fat plate of food making your way back to the table?
Oh, here, I threw some extra in case you wanted to snack on something while I explained. But yeah, aside from that terrible encounter with these rude guys, we did manage to go to the Lion Shield place, and then Lux explained the whole thing with the loot and the caves. So they said they're going to send somebody to go, and then we told them careful with the traps and set enemies. So she said she was going to send it well protected. So hopefully that leads to something. Maybe we get some kind of good reward from them.
Oh, that's good. Well, also, it's just like the right thing to do to let them know that their stuff is there. But it's cool that they're going to reward us for it.
Yeah, because she said they were missing a lot of stuff for this gun. So,
all right. Well, you enjoy the food. Kithwin grabs like a big dinner roll and shoves it in her face. I'm gonna go talk to Sabrina. And make sure she doesn't kill you later.
Kill me? I'll just grab like some stuff. What do you mean she's gonna kill me? I just follow you.
Ugh, boys, sit down. And I'll head out to sit next to Sabrina.
Yeah, I'll just wait for my looks actually as well.
Good idea.
And then, for sure, where are you guys gonna be, just in case we're nearby?
We're right out front, and then when you and Malukes are ready, we'll go and we'll hit the shops. Hopefully, we can get on the road by noon and be out to meet Glimmer by 6. God's willing, we'll run into Thordrin at some point. I know he was an ass. I'm a little worried about him anyway.
Well, I mean, hopefully he apologizes. It doesn't make things worse.
I mean,
there's always that hopefulness.
That is the thing. I am hoping he's coming with an apology, because otherwise I don't know what to say to him.
Well, hopefully you run into Shinoa first.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. And I go out and I sit next to Sabrina.
Is Maluk's down yet? She asks Kithwin if Maluk's is down yet.
No, not yet. She just sits next to him. Not happy about the boys' little adventure last night, huh?
Well, I specifically told him, don't sneak out because we don't know where we are. And it just seems like a smart thing to do after one of our friends was killed and brought back to life. One of our friends just vanished on us. I'm not comfortable with the idea that he and Maluk, who's going to get it later, just took off and left a stupid note.
You know how sometimes they can be. We're in a new place. It's probably they just got a little bit of a bug to go out and explore a little bit more. Maybe get off all that energy, that bad energy we got earlier in the day with everything that happened. So I'm not too mad about it. I am a little concerned about the consequences of that affecting the rest of us, but I guess that's a learning experience. All I'm saying is don't go too hard on them. They're stupid, but
I have no intention of going hard on him. I'm just not going to speak to him.
Here's the thing, hun. I don't think that's going to work because I don't think he's going to notice. He didn't even know you were mad when I left.
Well, that's his problem. He'll notice when he asks me for something and I don't respond.
Okay, that seems healthy.
However, I do have a question. They said something about the sleeping giant, right? I heard that correctly?
Yeah. No. So you know how they were all warning us to not go over there because it's full of like shady people, and honestly, with everything else we got going on, we don't have time to deal with them. At least not until, we help Gundren out. That should be first order of business, which we have been working on, but we're trying to gather information so we don't go in there and die. But yeah, no, apparently they tried to spy on them by standing in the middle of the street with the spyglass, from what I gathered. And it ended about as well as you think it did. So I guess now they're on the lookout for us, seeing as I saw one at breakfast, just chilling and waiting to see who was coming down.
The guy in the red cloak?
The guy in the red cloak.
Yeah. Oh, yay! Now we have people following us because that's, great.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Why?
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to.
I am going to talk to him.
Okay, you go talk to him, but we need to get the shopping done and get the hell out of here if we can.
All right. Then let's go do that first so I can calm down, because if I talk to him right now, I'm blasting him into next Tuesday.
Yeah, I do have a list of everything we need. We can just go and get it done. We'll come back for them later.
Has anyone seen any side of Burden? Anything? A note? Something?
Just the note we got last night. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that when I see him again, or if I'm going to deal with it. Well, here's the thing. Maybe you have something on the not talking thing, because I think talking to him is just going to rile him up more. So maybe we just don't talk
and just pretend he didn't kill his sister.
Yeah. No, that's It's a big deal. It's a big
He's not
it's a
gonna
big
avoid
deal.
this.
It's not a
has to
little
deal with
thing. Yeah.
He has to deal with this. He's not going to avoid accountability
Well-
just because he's mad.
Okay, I know we're focused on the fact that he did what he did to Shinoa. But he also just abandoned us. Not once, not twice. Thrice. Thrice did this man abandon us. When we were going the same place and we were trying to get information to accomplish the same goal. He just didn't. Apparently, we aren't allowed to still be people until his uncle is safe again, which I understand the feeling, but anyway,
I just want to get our provisions and get
let's get our
stuff.
provisions. Let's. God, I do want that fire whiskey. I'm heading for Tim's.
I
I'm heading
want
for
one
Tim's
too.
to get the whiskey. Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna try and get a bottle for the party for, and also I think Gundren would appreciate it too.
If we find him,
We'll
Serena
find
closes
him.
her book and puts it away and like gets up, looks into the window of the tavern, looking to see if Malux is out yet.
I think after some considerable enough time, having gotten maybe a few more minutes of sleep and not getting it well enough, he probably would have gotten himself up, looked around, grabbed his bags, and put them on, and just head his way downstairs, hoping that it's not 9 o'clock yet and they've wrapped up the buffet.
No, there's generally always something kind of out. Again, it's not a lot of stuff out even today. Maybe if it was compared, let's say, to the evening meal. The evening meal usually has a lot more fresh stuff, and then it's always got this big pot of stew that is probably leftovers from the morning. But there's still some stuff out there, enough to make something to eat.
I assume Endymion is probably still downstairs. I was just kind of like stagger by, head hanging low. Just you go and start gathering up a plate of meats and breads and other sorts of things and put them down on a place with like a cup. I just fill up with my own water, and then my head just kind of. Is everyone else up?
The what now?
Is everyone else up?
Yeah, I think Sabrina and Kipman stepped outside in the little area, front area. Shinoa said she was going to go check on the cart and whatnot. Oh, and there was a creepy dude in here that seemed like he was waiting for us, because as soon as he saw me, he kind of just got up and left. Same kind of clothing on and whatnot. Oh, now that I remembered, I forgot to tell him about what the boy told us. I'll get to it later, I guess.
What else is new? I just kind of like open my mouth as my head is resting on the table, just shovel food into it. I guess we should try to catch up with them at some point. Or should we stay away from them just so the red guys don't think we're with them?
No, I mean, we have to leave, so we're going to be leaving together, so I don't think it'll...
Where are we leaving to again?
To go meet up with Glimmer.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then hopefully
I'm very tired.
Head out to find the uncle that's at the castle, not the manor. As far as we know.
Right. Yeah, and then we'll probably get some more payment, and then we'll figure out what we do after that. Okay.
So, as Shinoa starts to walk up to the front where Sabrina and Kithwin are seated, we are going to take a 5-minute bio break and come right back. Welcome back. When we left off, Malux and Endymion traveled out in the night, heavily raining, thunder, lightning, made their way around town, made some quick contacts, got into a little bit of trouble with the Red Brands, and they were basically told, don't come back over here. And they just decided they were going to go back home, forgetting that they had left a note underneath the door to the girls' room across the hall. in which the note was found the next morning, and the girls were quite pissed because, well, they had told them not to leave, to stay here, but nonetheless, they did. Having some communication in the morning, it was quite clear that the ladies were upset. Shanoa decided that she was going to go check on the wagon and oxen, where she ran into her brother Thorndrin. They had a little bit of a heavy conversation, shall we say? Maybe not putting in their differences aside for the moment. Where Shanoa decided, well, you're there, I'm going over here, and made her way back to the inn. Making her way back to the inn, you're basically going to be on the stair step right below where Sabrina and Kithwin are sitting outside. The boys are inside. And Thordrin, as far as you know, is back at the with the oxen and the wagon. But for 1 second, Thordrin, while you're wandering around town,
Yep.
you do see both Sabrina and Kithwin and Shanoa kind of talking at the front of a local inn. You had plenty of distance in between you all and enough people wandering around that other than you noticing them, nobody noticed you. And just kind of wandering around still.
Well, I would stay kind of close by, trying to make them not notice me so that I could try to catch what Shanoa says about it before he decides whether he's just going to leave for good or not.
There's no you're going to have to be a lot closer to overhear anything. Just people walking in the mud. That kind of
I will go the long way, do like 3 rights to make a left type thing.
Okay.
To get up like on the side of the building.
You are at the side of the building, sir. I need you to roll a stealth check for me if that's what you are choosing to do.
That is what I am choosing to do. And I'm giving your dice one more chance.
They're
They
awesome.
they look awesome, but they fucked me on my last roll.
Well, that they're just prepping for 20s.
Well, that's an 18, so 21?
My passive perception meets that.
I know. I got it.
A 21?
I got it. So
Awesome.
Shanoa, Kithwin, and Sabrina, what you guys doing?
Sabrina would see Shanoa coming up and like, hey, is everything okay at the stables?
She just has her head down, hand on the hilt of the sword. I need a drink. Oxen are fine. The murderer's over there, and she just blows past them and goes straight to the tavern.
I just wanted to go shopping. Okay.
You can still go shopping.
Kithwin just pauses for a second. Okay. I'm gonna go do our shopping. But let me go talk to him when we get back. I don't know what it'll help, but let me talk to him when he get back. He's going through something. This is out of character. Or if I can't talk to him through this, I don't know how in character it is. But I'm hoping there's just something happening with him. Because this is... you know him, Shanoa. That he doesn't normally do this, right? You guys have never gotten to a battle that bloody.
She just looks back and...
Kithwin and Sabrina, you do notice something that you haven't really seen before, or if you had, it's a very doesn't occur. You do notice that one of Shanoa's eyes is red, and I mean not just red from like crying, like it's red.
By that, Sabrina would
blue eyes.
But by that, Sabrina would kind of walk over to Shanoa, kind of like lightly touch her face. Like, can I just see something real quick? And kind of notices like there is a red tint to your eye.
It's pink
And
eye.
I don't think it's from. And I don't
No,
think
it's
it's from.
contagious. Don't touch me.
She would be like a light, like I'm not really touching. She's not really touching, just like light, like kind of just like moving. Trying to
Baby
be
girl, you have a glowing red eye. There is no hiding it this time. There's no talking around it. You have an eye that is fucking glowing red.
It doesn't
You-
feel. It doesn't feel different.
Can you use one of your knives as a mirror? Sabrina pulls out her knife and hands it to Shinoa to see it.
Hilt first.
Oh, that's new.
He's trying to see. He's trying to use it as a thing.
One of the 26 that she hands me. Well, I don't remember it being red, but I don't know. I need a drink right now.
Well, the guys are still in there.
I'll babysit the two in there. You can go babysit the other one or do whatever with him.
I'm going to go get our supplies because we are burning daylight, and then I will go talk to him after. Because if what happened between you two, if what I think happened between you two, he might need a few minutes to cool off as well.
Well, good luck. You might as well stop at that shrine over there and pray because he's done nothing wrong, and he doesn't think that he's done anything wrong. So good luck.
Maybe I can help him understand what happened. And maybe I can understand what he thinks happened. And then maybe we can see the truth between the two. Because something the fuck is up, okay? Now, I'm not okay with what he did. I am so not okay with what he did. But if we were ever friends, if any of us were ever really friends, maybe I can get to the bottom of it.
Sabrina
but now,
kind of nods along.
Yeah, but now I'm going to my dad's friend Tim's, and I'm buying fucking fire whiskey.
Before Shinoa goes in, Sabrina kind of calls her back, just very lightly. He's like, "Hey, I don't know what he said, and I don't know if what happened between you two. Just understand that there is nothing that warranted that. And if even for a moment that's entering your mind, put it out. Okay? We love you and we love him. We'll figure this out one way or the other."
Okay? Oh yeah, for sure. You did not deserve to almost be killed, and we need to rein that shit in.
She just turns and like, it'll work out. It just may take longer this time.
We love you.
We do. We love you, hun. All right. Shopping. Shopping, please. Shopping, for the love of God, shopping.
Okay, so just keep in mind to check your guys' DMs every once in a while because I have sent messages and have not got any.
So as Shinoa walks in, that they are firmly in, I will just kind of slide out from around the corner silently and be standing like right behind Kithwin.
Hold on 1 second.
Well, maybe not.
Hold on 1 second.
Step back. I'm still behind the corner.
Well, let's just put it this way: as soon as you walk around the corner, Kithwin like gives you that smirk of "I already knew you were there."
Sweet.
Hey ho.
Yo.
Oh, I'm not saying anything. I'm standing behind, kind of like
Brina,
stoic.
Brina, we'll go in 5 minutes. We'll go in 5 minutes.
Are you sure you're okay?
I can handle myself.
She goes back to the bench and to her book.
Let's go for a walk, bud.
Yeah, all right.
Do me a favor when you're going for a walk. Just give me a direction: north, south, east, west, or if you're going towards a specific building, or if you're going back to.
I would definitely try and steer us away from as many people as possible,
Okay. It's kind of busy today. I mean,
Yeah.
it is kind of still sloshy. The mud's got that, as the day goes on, the mud's got that hardening kind of, glistening top on it, but it's still cracking through a little bit. It rained pretty heavily last
I
night.
tell you what, since Thordrin has a connection with the gods, maybe I'll direct him towards the shrine.
Okay.
We'll walk over towards the shrine.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad to see you're okay mostly.
Not really, but I'm here.
Physically, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what happened wasn't cool, right?
I didn't mean for it to happen, but I warned her that she didn't want it.
Yeah, but you have to be able to see from our perspective, like, that just sounds like a look what you made me do statement. You know?
Yeah.
That's bad. And I don't know, because here's the thing, you didn't just hurt Shanoa. You broke something more precious than that. You broke our trust. You broke our trust when you took the cart. You broke our trust when you abandoned us. And you did abandon us. You left. Just because we saw you a little while down the road does not mean you did not completely leave.
I did.
So here's the thing. How can you build back up from that? I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for progress. What can you do to put me at ease that you're not going to do that again? Because I never in a million years would have imagined that you would ever cast something that dangerous at any of us. For whatever reason, no matter how smart-mouthed we got. Janella was just doing what she always does. What you've always given back has been equal in mass. This was really far.
Yeah.
So thoughts?
Truthfully, Kathleen, I don't know what to say to give you any kind of promise that it won't happen again, because I don't know what happened in the first place. Ain't nothing like that never happened to me. I ain't never experienced nothing like it.
That's not good, man.
Don't I know it?
Did anything happen while you were away from us?
Yeah. A little bit.
Tell me.
I don't really know how to explain it exactly. It was just felt my heart going a million miles an hour and couldn't see straight. I was running from something, didn't know what. Everything seemed to be after me, and it was like the whole world was closing in around me, and I just didn't know who I was or what I was. Then I realized what I'd done.
It sounds feral. Sounds terrible. Sounds like you dabbled with the darkest of what nature has in store. Can I ask one thing of you? Just one.
You know me, darling. You can ask anything of me, and I'll always do my best.
Do you think you can muster just one sorry for the party? One. It's the only way to open the door to get you back in. One meaningful I'm sorry.
I am sorry. I am sorry to you, Andy, Sabrina, Luke's, all you guys. I'm very sorry that I left you when I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry that I wasn't communicating the right way.
You forgot someone.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I am sorry for the way it worked out. I am sorry about that.
I guess it's a start. I can't promise what the others are going to think. But let's just say we're okay. Me and you. Not great.
I can't even begin to ask for forgiveness considering I still don't know what I done in the first place. I don't know what happened, what caused it, I should say.
Do you have a lapse in memory, or was it an instinct you could not ignore?
It was like one of them out of body moments, where I saw what was happening, but I couldn't stop it.
Now that's a place to start. Okay.
It was just this moment, like I said, where everything was shaking, everything was blurring. Just.
I know you can't promise me it won't happen again, but I can make a promise to you. If it does, and you hurt any of us, even the littlest bit, even if you can break us and put us back together, that's going to be the final straw, okay?
You don't got to worry about that. If it happens again, I'll take care of the problem myself.
If you ever start feeling like that again, you tell me. If you ever start feeling disconnected from your body, if you ever start feeling like something else is taking over, you need to tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
And she'll look over at the luck shrine. Make a wish with me?
Generally not my forte, but because it's you, sure. And he takes out a gold piece and just kind of flicks it from where he is.
Don't tell me what you wish for; it won't come true. Do you want to go shopping, or do you want to go take a nap in the cart?
No, I've had enough time alone. If you'll have me, and he kind of like offers his arm.
She pats his arm. We're not quite there yet.
All right.
But progress, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to walk back to the others. You know what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yes. No worries.
So upon seeing the guy, does he look like he's in some kind of robes or something? Like he's.
It's actually a female.
Okay.
And in robes. And to be really honest, easy on this, you can distinctly tell that these are Harper's robes, and it's clasped with a Harper's pin, a large Harper's pin. Just basically, thank you. Scooping out some other coins out of there. It's a pretty damn good night.
So I'll come up as they're scooping up the coins, and I'll just kind of like kneel down beside them and just kind of slip another couple gold in and just say, now, I don't think this god is the one that I particularly talk to, but I could really use some help. If you don't mind praying to whoever this is for me.
Well, this is the shrine of Tiamora, the good luck and fortune god. It seems like you need a little bit of good luck or fortune. You seem quite troubled, but if you sit here in silence and pray with me for a bit, I'm sure that we can get through this together.
And I'll kind of get in the traditional praying stance that I know for Sylvanas. And
okay. Kithwin, what are you doing?
Well, I thought he was coming back with me, so I'm just awkwardly standing there while they do their god stuff.
They're doing God stuff.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I
really
would have said,
do
yeah,
anything.
give me a minute. Like I would, or like motioned, like I just
Mhm.
just 1 minute.
So she's just sitting there, kind of like looking around, stretching her legs, anticipating whatever the fuck is about to happen when she brings this man back.
All right, so
As
I
this
will say,
as this transpires, you do recognize some incantations in this kind of trance that's only like not even 60 seconds. I mean, just kind of really kind of a quick little blessing over you. Indeed, you are troubled, but it's possible to, well, sometimes you just need to take time to reflect on the ones that truly love you and truly care about you. But other than that, it seems like your friend is waiting for you.
thank you kindly.
Hmm.
I kind of bow my head real low, and
And what was your name?
name's Thordrin.
I'm Sister Gary Ellis.
How
Come
do you
back.
spell that?
GARAELE''S.
Yeah, I got half of that. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Would I know? I would know about the Harpers, right?
You all would know about the Harpers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all do good work, and I appreciate you.
Thank you kindly.
And I kind of turned back to Kithwin, and I'm kind of like rubbing the tattoo that I got, and you notice for like just a quick second that it just kind of shimmers this kind of like neon green type color, and you just seem kind of.
Everyone's getting a light show. All right, come on, brother. And just to let you know, they don't want to hear excuses, okay?
Yeah.
They negate the sorry part. Just as much as you can muster from your heart, apologize. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Walk him back over to the inn and try and gather everybody up.
Okay.
I think when Shanoa comes back into the inn, kind of like tilting the head, watching as she walks in. Probably a bell goes off as the door opens. Be like, hey, there you. What is happening with your face?
It's good to see you too.
Sorry, I just
What?
I kind of like straight up a bit and like kind of peer at it. This so it's just like a red tinted eye. Is it shining? What's the deal with it?
The pupil is red. One is red. One is blue.
That's a new thing. Okay.
Yeah, I know. They told me outside. I don't know what, where, when, how. All I know is I had a wonderful, enlightening conversation with my brother. And I don't know. You ever heard that term blinded by rage? There was I truthfully just wanted to stab him right there, but something stopped me. And I turned around and just walked back here.
Well, I mean, if you want to get some breakfast, you might still be up.
Slim pickings.
You had so much breakfast in Denmian.
Between Endymion and Maluk's, I mean, it's just like slim pickings. But there's stuff there.
Sorry, I have carnivore teeth. I apologize. I gotta take the stuff I can actually tear apart. I can get you a plate if you want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious
Yeah,
about
good.
what happened because Endymion had quite the story that you all partook in last night.
Yeah. Oh, and then I forgot the
Yeah.
second part too.
Yeah, which is very uncharacteristic of you. You decided to start spying on places that we were told not to go.
Well, yeah, I guess it was uncharacteristic of me, but at least
Like
nobody
I
tried.
expect it from Endymion, or even my brother to an extent, but you seem pretty level-headed.
Shanoa, do you listen to everyone who says that they have a degree of authority over you?
Hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm sorry. You've had a lot lately, but
I'll let it slide.
I I actually did want to talk to you. And as I say that, I like motion for a seat next to me.
I pull out stool or chair or whatever. Air your grievances. I've heard them all today already.
I don't.
Sorry, it's just been a lovely 24 hours.
Then I guess I'll start with this. I wanted to apologize.
For what? You've done nothing wrong.
I was jealous.
Of what?
When we got attacked in that first ambush, and you did that thing, and you brought someone back to life. Um, I guess you're being honest that you didn't know you could do that.
You know, this seems to be a recurring thing with me. Things happening to me, discovering things that I still don't understand what you all think you saw. I did not feel anything different. Now I have a red eye.
Yeah. Well,
Things are just not adding up.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I saw how everyone else reacted, and I got jealous because whatever you did, no one jumped away or screamed or threatened you or and I guess I I don't get that treatment.
She scoots over, puts her arm around him. I'm like, you don't get that from everybody else, but you know, you're one of us. We would never think anything different of you. We're all the same.
I show her my cup that's full of water. I don't I don't drink hard stuff. I don't go out and find things to smoke. I don't try to play games with other people. I spend so much of my life. I'm gonna keep it in. And I mean, being out on this little journey, it's you know, maybe you guys have been recoiling whenever I try to solve problems in a way that I can finally try to express. Every time I do something, I do feel something welling up inside me that I don't know if I can control, but But then there's the times where I sneeze and I know that someone is bracing for impact. I know I'm different. And I know that I probably cause unease to a lot of people, but I'm so tired of having to commit rules, the say-sos, to promises. I am overburdened by this. So yes, last night, I decided to do something crazy and uncharacteristic of me. I thought to myself, hey, it's a new town. People don't know me here. I'm not going to get those looks that I do back home. So I'm sorry if I put you guys in danger, but I can't continue to be careful. I feel there is something inside me. It can be great. I feel like this. And there's a part of me that feels like I have to be great. And that this constant tiptoeing around, having to watch myself tie my own hands together. I don't think I can continue to live like that.
You don't. Be yourself. Quit hiding behind it. Look, I think we're all finding ourselves out here. Don't be scared. Just consider what happens is one of life's happy little accidents.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I guess.
And who
I got
cares what anybody else says? You know I have your back no matter what. Yes, I've lost my eyebrows several times because of these happy little accidents, but they grow back.
I'm sorry, not everyone breathes fire. I apologize.
Stop apologizing. I know you don't. Look, I'm not fully knowledged on dragonborns. I don't know if you all get a shell eventually, but the whole saying, "Get out of your shell."
I never considered I might become a turtle.
Anyways, I don't know.
don't.
You're the only dragonborn I know. Don't really encounter them. You may get a shell. I don't know.
Okay, well,
Hell, I
that's
even hear people turn into werewolves from time to time. So I don't know if.
Those things aren't real.
I hope not. Well, hell, look, me and you encountered a skeleton that came to life. I've always heard about that.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, werewolves could be real.
Yeah.
Listen, anyways, I guess I'm sorry. I didn't want to make all this about myself. What
You're
I'm trying to say
fine.
is, seeing all this stuff happen to you, I guess I shouldn't be jealous. Instead, what I should be doing is trying to help you figure this stuff out.
Well, we'll figure this out together.
I'm sorry for any abrasiveness between us, and even if you didn't notice it, I just want to.
Look, I've got your back. No
Got
matter,
your back.
just don't set me on fire every so often. We'll be
I've
good.
gotten that mostly under control.
Remember that time you turned Endymion into a potted plant?
I'm really sorry about that, Andy.
That's fine. You still owe me.
Yeah. Well,
Look, at the moment, it was the scariest thing probably we'd ever seen. But look at it now. We laugh at it. Again, a happy little accident.
At least it was a pretty flower.
The loveliest flower I'd ever seen. So don't stop beating yourself up. Stop apologizing.
Yeah,
I
just
know
remember.
things have been testy and on edge with me and Gordon. They always work out. this time he went to a whole new level. It may take a little bit of time. But like I said, maybe 20 minutes ago, I was this close to just unsheathing the sword and just stabbing him right there. But I stopped.
Well, like I said, you're better than a lot of people I know.
I try. I just want to look out for everybody that's in this group. Even that fucker that even killed me, but time will pass. Maybe what he did to me would be considered one of those happy little accidents.
I
In a
don't.
very morbid sense of humor, but
There's a definite shake of the head from Malouk's. Just, well,
I'll get over it. Maybe he'll get over it, but I'm not expecting an apology from him. I know I'm not going to get one because I know if I do get one, it's not going to be genuine. I'd rather him not apologize, and that's how I know he apologizes. It is what it is.
yeah.
But back to your all shenanigans last night. I guess we need to be weary of people in red cloaks.
They're just a bunch of assholes. We dealt with bandits before. This is nothing new.
What is it? Yeah. Before we end, and Lux, remember, you're a dragon, you gotta roar. Yeah, and then there was a halfling that told us about a secret entrance to some manor or something.
Oh yeah, like a cave
there.
entrance or something.
Well, before we
In
start
case we start to shake things up.
Before we start shaking things up, I would not. If we even want to get involved in that, that needs to go on the back burner. We
gotta get your grunkle first.
Yes, we've got to get my grunkle first.
Yeah. Good old grunkle Gendron.
Yeah.
So Sabrina. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Malukes.
As a small thing, I was like, so you've never met a Dragonborn. Andy, have you met any Dragonborn before? Besides me? I know, I say I'm human. Because I'm scared of when I go to meet one. It's like, what if it's a lady? And like, I don't know how to handle myself around that. And like, do you think? Sorry, Shinoa. Do you think they have boobs? Because like, what's the deal with that? Like, because like, I've grown up around humans and elves all this time, and I just don't know if they have. And then rambling continues as the DM goes on.
You might want to ask Sabrina. She may get a book, and I don't know. Maybe it'll teach you a thing or two about.
I felt really awkward trying to ask her mom about stuff like that.
If you wish, I will ask her for a book of Lady Dragonborns.
Like, yeah, sorry. It feels weird asking you this, but I figured there's like nothing going on, so
it'll be probably very awkward, but I'll see what I can do.
So Sabrina.
Yes.
Seemingly standing outside for an hour, but it was really only about 3 or 4 minutes. You do see Kithwin and Thordrin making their way back to the inn, quite close. Are you guys going to go inside the inn, or?
I would definitely oh, sorry. I would definitely motion to Sabrina. Just be like, let's either go. Let's go into the tavern.
Okay,
secret girl talk.
Like that girl talk where we just kind of look at each other and somehow we read each other's mind. It's all on the eyebrows. As she sees them kind of coming by or coming forward, gets the message, and she's like, fine, closes her book, puts it in her satchel, and then like mumbles to herself, "This is like a bad dream, and you're trying to go somewhere, but for some reason you keep forgetting something, having to go back inside."
I know the feeling. I just want to go shopping.
And so she follows inside, but she looks at Thornton not with so much like anger, just kind of like disappointment, but there's still sympathy there. It's kind of like, wait, doesn't say anything.
And at
Last check.
that look, Thordrin looks so uncomfortable. Like just don't like it.
It's not supposed to be fun, but it needs to happen.
Like shopping trips.
Sympathy, it's I don't like sympathy. That's I don't like it.
We're going to have to work on deepening your comfortability with certain feelings from a wading pool to something a bit deeper. Because I'm telling you, sympathy from her, she never sympathizes.
But anger is so much of an easier emotion.
We're not out here for easy.
Everybody, you know.
Hey guys,
Yeah, right.
I found someone. They have something to say. She'll go and take her seat with the rest and look up at him, trying to give him like some reassurance, but still like, you know what you need to do.
Sabrina sits down, not next to, very obviously not next to Endymion, but goes sits down with Shanoa.
So
I'll plop down
Thordrin-
next to Maluk's.
Thordrin kind of like opens his mouth and just like and he like walks over to the bar and just kind of puts some coins on and gets some like 3 ales and just like hammers them. Yeah, all right. Okay. So he just kind of comes back and I fucked up. I won't make no excuses for it. It wasn't anything that I have experienced before. And I reacted poorly. Mistakes were made. Boiled over. And something happened that I had no intention of it happening, but there it is, and I have to own that. Shanoa didn't deserve what she got. But it happened. I'm having a hard time apologizing because I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have any way of sitting here telling y'all that it won't happen again. In order to do that, I'd have to know where it was coming from, and I'd at that, I kind of like take a long look at Maluk's, sorry. I'm starting to understand what some of you feel more than others. Kind of remembering past conversations and just and for the first time in all of our relationships, he kind of looks at all of you and just, I'm scared. I am. I don't know what's going on with me. And he kind of like starts rubbing his chest and just, The last thing I ever wanted to do was hurt any of you. And I shouldn't have left. And for that, I am sorry. And then he kind of like looks directly at Shanoa and just, I won't ask forgiveness. And I don't make excuses.
Are you done being sappy? Because we have to go save our fucking uncle now. Let's go.
Fuck happened to your eye?
I don't know. Probably you, but that's beside.
Nope, wasn't like that when you talked to me before.
Well, between after talking to you and walking back, I don't know. But
Can
we've
I
got
roll
goblin
like a medicine check to see if I know anything that's going on with it?
Sure.
Like anything that might cause that?
We're all going through changes. Changes.
That would be a
That's better than others.
23.
It looks naturally occurring.
Is
something that would cause it. There's plenty of things that may. Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna type it as if I wanted to roll like a history check to see if I've ever heard of anything like that. I rolled a 18 plus 5 for a 23. Also,
Between you two, there's Sabrina on your part. I mean, Thordran would probably get kind of the same thing. There's tribes, cultures, races that it's possible that through a maturing process or coming of age process that things appear. I mean, it's not uncommon to all of a sudden wings start to sprout and appear at certain ages on creatures. Different attributes as people get stronger physically, mentally, start to appear on things. It looks naturally occurring. There's nothing that screams, like this is a lens. It just looks like a normal eye. One's blue and one's red. It doesn't seem to, even with the best nature medicine checks, there's, you really couldn't tell anything more than that. But
she'll relay this information later on.
So
I feel fine.
Last thing, as I'm like just staring at this red eye that's apparently not all pussy and gooey and shit, kind of reaching out to Sylvanas and feeling the religion side of things. Am I getting that there's any kind of bad shit going on with Shanoa on that end? Other than her normal, lovely personality?
no,
Okay.
it just looks like a normal eye. It doesn't have any. It's not. You can put any magic spell on it you want. It's not magic. It's not anything. It's just looks like a normal eye.
Okay, so with that, then
if you guys want to burn a greater restoration, that might do something.
Nope, ain't got one of them.
I like it. That's character.
It's character.
It's just puberty, guys.
So, you
It
know,
just happens to some of us.
your body's feeling weird. You're growing hair in places that it wasn't before. All
There was
sorts of
hair
weird shit
before.
starts happening.
Your voice doesn't crack as much anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Can we go shopping?
with
now?
that, I will walk up to Shanoa and I will just take kind of a ceremonial dwarven axe and I'll just kind of like pop it out and I'll spin it around, handle towards her, and just saying, You're owed. And I just place it down and I just arms spread.
She repeats the same act of, I guess you would call it tradition or whatever. And then she just leans over and it's like, maybe they'll be around too, but not now.
I'm
This
putting the
is
nip in
more
the
a-
bud right there.
it was in more-
No, you are on sparring probation.
It was a playful tone. It wasn't.
This
it
is
wasn't-
also playful, but still, you are on sparring probation until further notice, young lady.
You're not my
So
mom.
while they're all doing what they're doing inside the inn and having this, and mom's come to the rescue once again. It's getting later in the day, and
I get to go shopping.
and I know that Sabrina and Kithwin really, really want to go shopping, guys.
At this point, it's a need. We don't have any fucking food for the. Well, I guess we were. I don't know about the provisions.
No,
The only thing we've talked about since the cart is this situation. I don't know. But yes, we need stuff. We need to get stuff, and then we need to get on the fucking road because we have to meet Glimmer.
Are you going? Your first stop going to be Barthren's, or is it going to be Tem?
God damn it! I really wanted to go to Tim's, but Barthren's is the
Well,
bigger need.
well, check this out. Because we're in an advantageous situation of being in a little town where nothing bad ever happens.
Can I trust you guys to go get the provisions so I
I
can
was
say
gonna
hi to my
say-
dad's old friend?
Let them go there. I'll accompany you. We'll get 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay. Is everyone okay with that?
Wait, who's going with who?
I'll go with Kithwin.
Malukes, Kithwin,
Okay.
Sabrina are going
To Tim's.
Thames.
Mhm.
Thordrin, you're going to Thames.
I was gonna, but if I see the other mentioning that way, I'll say, all right, they got that, and then I'll go with these 2 then.
Okay. So you got you 3 are going to Barthen's.
And I will say, as they go to walk past, I'll kind of like stop Malukes and look him like dead in the eyes and just, I am sorry.
Point of order: when things happen, it usually comes from you. I walk past him.
That's fair enough.
Sabrina, Kithwin, and Malukes. Just outside to the left, next to the Townmaster's Hall, is a building that Kithwin knows very well. And that is where you're going first.
Mr. Pritchor! Mr. Pritchor! It's Izadov and Faroon's girl.
Kithwin!
Hi!
I don't have it. There's no orders for it.
No. I was just in town. I wanted to say hi.
Well, of course. How long have you been in town?
Since like last night, we kind of ran into some trouble on the way up, so we were kind of needing some rest.
Okay, but you're coming from. Where are you? Where are you headed now?
She thinks about whether or not she wants to say exactly where. We might go back. We might find somewhere else to go. I'm out on an adventure. Remember how I used to talk about going on an adventure? I'm actually allowed to go on one now.
Oh Lord, that's a pink dragon.
Oh,
Hello, young lady. How are you?
Oh well. First, I'm actually a guy.
Well, I was. I know that. I can tell. I was talking to the one with blue hair next to you.
Oh, sorry, Sabrina. You're up.
Me? Oh, I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said.
That's okay. You can ignore the shit out of me. It doesn't bother me a bit. Most people
Forgive
do.
me, my face was in a book. I sometimes don't hear everything. My
That's
apologies.
fine.
Can I know how Mr. Tim Pinchore looks? Like, is he a human? Is he a halfling?
He's human. Yeah, he's an older human. But so don't get many dragonborn in town, and
Oh, that's my friend Maluk's. He grew up with us, but this is his first time out of town.
yeah, I believe I don't remember seeing him. I've only been to I've only been there a couple times. So
This is honestly my first time out of my home. So
yeah, well no, I've been to your home. Well, not like to your house, but I've delivering goods every once in a while. But no. So do you need anything?
Since we were in town, I had to get some of your fire whiskey. I had to come by and get some of that for the road, to cheers our first adventure when we're through it.
Well, of course. How about well, I have plenty in stock, but for you, how about if you just grab 2 of those jugs? And sitting next, there's quite a few jugs in crates with some straw and stuff in there, and they're just large, oversized mason stone jugs, cork in the top of it. It's pretty simple, but it's got their nice branding into the clay of the jar. And he also slides over. It's a sealed decanter. This is take one of these. This is the hot ale as well.
Oh, awesome!
And
Okay.
it's the commemorative version, our 25th year here in town. But take that.
Oh,
You
awesome.
can use the decanter as well.
This is going to be my new favorite decanter.
Oh, of course. Well, are you spending the night here tonight?
No, we have to leave through town, but I did want to make sure I came in and said hi at least. How much do I owe you?
No. Don't worry about it. It's quite.
Are you sure?
Well, sure. The next time you come into town, make sure that you stay, for a day or so, and we'll have a good meal. We'll share some other stories. Maybe you can tell me some stories of this adventure that you're on. But it's is there anything else? The little blue girl seems to be back into a book of some sort, but
Oh, she loves reading. There aren't any bookstores or anything around here, are there?
well, there's not really a bookstore per se, but the apothecary does have some tomes and manuals and some books that they get every once in a while. That would be the Earth and Riches, and if you look just straight across to the left of the shrine, that's the home of Sister, and then to the left of that, the small building, that would be the apothecary.
At that, Sabrina would kind of call out to Kithwin's did she say apothecary? I'll be back. And then she would leave to go to the apothecary.
Okay, we'll see you over there.
I'll go with. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're sitting above. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah. I'll meet you guys over there in just a few minutes.
I'm also curious too, so I go with Sabrina.
Okay. Making your way over there. Okay, goodbye.
Bye, it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Kith would definitely
okay.
Kith would definitely stay and make small talk with him for a little bit longer.
Okay. As you guys make your way over to this unopposing kind of, it's called the Earth and Riches. It's an apothecary. Getting close to the door, you can smell not so much these sweet kind of, maybe not even the hint of patchouli, kind of, not those kind of scents, but more, maybe these, I don't know, it's not really, I don't know if it's a darker smell, more like a little sulfurish in the air, just
Like
it could
incense.
be off-putting. But Sabrina, you would know there's so many different types of incense and herbs and things that are burned, and it's just maybe kind of the darker side of those types of things. But as you make your way to the open door, if you go inside, immediately to the right, there is a giant brass urn that is smoldering with some kind of weird, greenish blue kind of smoke coming off of it.
Ooh, neat. It's kind of like your stuff.
Yeah, but I rolled a 20 for perception plus 5, 25. What would I get from that? If I walked in kind of like feeling out the area, like since I noticed that it's a little dark, like would I sense anything that's that is bad or that's not good. I'm there to look for a potion specifically.
It's not that it's not that you are getting anything evil or demonic or bad. It's just kind of the environment. Inside is a little darker. Standing quite prominently in front of a large black curtain is a small gnome, a little male gnome, who greets you. Hello.
Hello. By any chance, do you have any? What was that?
Aren't you pretty?
Well, thank you.
Not
actually.
you,
Oh,
that one.
Thanks.
Age, I guess.
Well,
there's actually a moment where Malux takes that and just, am I pretty?
Well, it's glad to see
of course
you.
you're pretty. I only have pretty friends.
You think I'm pretty?
It's good. Is there something particular you're looking for? You peruse around. When you look around, you can see there are many shelves of different sizes, red and black candles. There's some small bins with some kind of nothing more, looks like weeds, kind of like folded out of these half-closed drawers. Along the bottom of the shelving, there's all kinds of different, they look like bones, like a scapula of a bird, and maybe the hip bone of some other beast, but there's all kinds of bones, a couple little odd skulls, like a boar skull, something like that. In a small bookcase full of just some random books and tomes, kind of in there.
Well, I'm here for two things. One, I want to go see your collection of books, but you don't have any potions that I think it's called the Drought of the Blood Owl.
Potions that turn you into a owl?
Yes. I'm fresh out, and it's a little necessary.
Unfortunately, I don't have any potions whatsoever. I'm sorry, I wasn't. I could cure something for you if need be. It might take a few days, but I could possibly get you something.
No, I'm probably leaving today. That's fine. I will head over to your books and see what I can find. By any chance, do you have any crystals? Like the focus kind?
Well,
maybe a small one.
Well, all crystals are kind of focus kind. I mean, I have
the
some
point focus. Sorry, the point focus kind.
I have some. There's, if you go into the back on next to the bookshelf, there's a small kind of wooden drawer. Open that up, and there's quite a few crystals in there. All those crystals in there are going to be a couple of copper pieces at best. But if we say that one of them are like pointed, or we add anything to it, it's going to jump to 2 silver. So just copper piece or 2.
All right. Thank you very much. I will go look at that now. And she would move over and kind of peruse the books before she goes to the crystal drawer.
Trail after Sabrina.
Kithwin, are you making your way over there by now? Okay.
Yeah, I would have said a fond farewell, promised to be back as soon as she can, to spend some quality time, and then went over to the apothecary.
Okay. That
Just kind
same
of like
kind
walk
of
in.
dark, deep, heavy, maybe it's heavy is the best word, heavy incense, little bits kind of sulfury, it's just pluming out of, not really a lot, but pluming out of this big kind of brass urn that sits next to the door. You see Sabrina and Malux perusing all these different books, and Sabrina, a lot of these books look like they haven't been touched in a long time. But I will say that there are a few books there. A lot of them you probably have already seen or had, or have been like, oh, I'm not interested in that. But the 4 books that at off the top of your head that kind of stick out to you are going to be 3 paperback books that kind of jump off at you. One is called How to Make a Lantern Out of a Skull. The next one is going to be Plots, Intrigues, and Politics. And the next one is Cursed Idols and Relics of the Desert. Those are paperback. And then there's one kind of used hardbound book that's called How to Tell a Brew is True.
The hard to she would pull up the brew one, the hard to tell brew, and the cursed item one. She would pull them both out.
Okay. The How to Tell a Brew is True. It seems to be more like a kind of a half-ass written tome that gives you a lot of kind of oversimplified kind of identification tools, let's just say. Maybe if you would, pinch a little bit of, frog's navel into a golden, potion. If it turns red, it's this. If it turns blue, it's that. It's just kind of, it's really oversimplified, kind of a thing, but it does kind of spur your interest.
Okay, so I'd probably take, or she'd probably take that one, and then she'd probably want the cursed items one too, just so she likes that stuff. Then move over to the drawer, look through the crystals, and probably pull out 3 crystals that she saw that were already kind of pointed in the colors amethyst, emerald, if they have it.
There's
have
not,
it?
the only thing
there,
in there, they're all just
Is it like quartz?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Mostly?
Yeah,
Like rose quartz and
like clear quartz. That's all they are, just normal kind of clear.
3 clear quartz then.
Yeah. Malux, give me
magic to change the color if you want.
I intend to.
Sorry?
Give me a perception check real quick.
Sure. Once I get my sheet back here, because I was looking at Dragonborn age scales. Yeah, I would definitely be helping Sabrina look around for stuff.
Okay.
6.
It is an ongoing, active discussion.
So, like,
I have the answer, by the way.
as she's looking for crystals and stuff, I'm like, so are you looking for like one of those focus things like your mom talks about?
Yeah, I'm trying to find crystals that I can use for some of my arcane focuses. That way, when I go back, I can offer her the crystals, and it's a bit of a, here, Mom, here's a gift for leaving in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you said you, like, I think I heard you whacked her or something.
Well, hit her on the head. She fell asleep. She was fine. I made sure she had a pulse before I left.
Okay.
She's fine.
Well, apparently, if you need help with that in the future, I could just put people to sleep now. That's cool. But yeah,
My mom's
let's see
analogy.
if we can find you something. I have one myself, so
At least
My
for
mom
another
can't be put
few
to sleep.
weeks.
Sadly, my mother cannot be put to sleep.
I mean, I don't have a crystal, but I have something.
Better be heavy something.
So, dearie, I know you just came in. These are your friends.
Oh, yes, ma'am. So sorry. I didn't see you there.
Is that a short joke? I mean, you're not much taller than me. Maybe you.
No,
Something
the
in
air is just so deliciously thick with all this incense. I was distracted by how many cool things you have.
Well, lots of little individual things. There's something specific that you're looking for.
You know, I wouldn't even know where to look. My friends over there are the ones who are smart about these things. I just appreciate.
Looking at the books. Is there any chance that they might be looking at some kind of the saucier kind of books?
Oh, you know what? I do know that Brina likes those.
I just so happen to have these two books.
Show them to me.
One's a paperback and one's a hardbound book.
Are they like bodice rippers? Are they like?
They're erotic novels.
Fantastic! I want them.
Pages stuck together.
The first one, the paperback, is called
50 Shades of Duergar.
Nope. This is called The Tale of the Giant. It's an erotic book.
Oh my.
And the hardbound book is
I'm
called
writing these down.
The hardbound is called Lady Smolderthirst.
What was that?
Lady Smolderthirst. And
Written by Chip's mom.
And you notice that on the front are two dragonborns in a, well, let's just say a loving embrace.
So she seemed to be kind of giggling at the first one, but the second one actually makes her blush a little bit, and she's like, "Can I have that one? I'll pay for it."
Well, it's not for free unless you want.
Oh yeah, of course. And how much?
The hardbound book is 5 silver, and the paperback is 2 silver.
Okay, I'll get both.
Okay.
And I'm getting one for Brina. The Tale of the Giant is for Brina, but she kind of secrets away the Dragonborn one into her pack.
Sabrina, ready for her purchase, has grabbed her 3 crystals, her 2 books. She didn't see any potions she wanted, so she was like, I'll just take this and head.
I'm carrying the stuff for her because I'm just here to carry stuff.
So you took How to Tell a Brew is True and Cursed Idols Relics of the Desert, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That one sounds cool.
Is 8 silver pieces, 3 copper pieces.
I will hand that over. So I do have that.
And I'll be like, "Oh, Brina, I found a book for you," and I'll hand her the Tale of the Giant one.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, this is like the cool romance novels you read, right?
I've never read a giant one, so I'm genuinely intrigued. And she takes the book and then also puts it with her other stuff.
Hey, Brina, putting your stuff in the special bag we have. Just let me know when you need it.
When she hears Maluk's talking, she like shoves the book further into her pack just to make sure he doesn't see it.
So
I rolled 6. I don't think I'm seeing it. I'm too tall in this world.
He's just in that haze that's at the top of the building.
I turn and take a thing of garlic to the face. Ah.
You're newcomers here to town. You heading out soon, or?
Yes, ma'am. We have some business to attend to, and we'll probably be out.
Okay. Well, if you need anything else, just let me know. I do have a good supply of healers kits and herbalist kits.
I think I will take a healer's kit. I think Endymion wanted a healer's kit, so I'll take one of those.
The book got her flustered.
5 gold.
Of course, sure.
So,
I can handle that.
Sabrina would
Are you
put
sure?
2 gold for that. I
Okay.
would put 2 gold of my gold for that. It's like, oh, here. I
I
completely
will put
forgot we
down 2
wanted
gold
one.
as well.
And then I will do 1 gold, so that'll be 5.
So make sure you guys put those in your stuff.
Yeah, there's a handy dandy
Alright.
add subtract thing.
And just to let you guys know, the list I had earlier, healer's kit, we got that. We're also looking for rations, potions of healing. Is that something they have here? No.
No
Okay.
potion.
No potions of healing. And
got you.
possibly another grappling hook was also mentioned. So that's what you guys out there in the land are looking for.
I slowly hold a hand up.
Yes.
I produce my grappling hook.
Endymion has one too, right?
I've always had one.
Endymion has one. Yeah. Okay. I think Endymion's we said was a folding grappling hook.
Nice. I think that concludes our bit of shopping.
That's
Before
it.
we do, I would ask one more question. It's like, actually, do you have any like thread string or maybe like that soft velvet string?
Well, if you were to make your way over to
Something that probably Crosshatch has.
yes,
Okay.
if you would yes. Oh, here it is, right here. If you were make your way over to Frita's, Frita would have plenty of sewing needs, thread, twine.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Should probably also have some ribbons and things like that if you need those as well.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you. And she would try to take. You had put since Malux had put all the stuff in the bag, but she would ask for the book on the curse items. Like, she can grab that, and
Yeah,
she would
here you
put that in her satchel because she, with all the reading she's been doing, she's done with the other
Yeah,
book.
I just didn't want to get bogged down with every single thing.
Okay.
She trades. She's like, "Could you put that one in there, please?" And then she just kind of puts the other one.
You two are going to become best friends purely because you need to use the bag of holding a lot.
You know, I guess at some point I'll show you my. It's not important.
Okay, so one more stop to Frida Crosshatch's place to buy. What's wrong with your mom? I don't understand. What's going on there?
I don't know if I like the cut of her jib.
You don't have to like the cut of her jib to take advantage of the discount to get Sabrina here some velvet string.
Okay, that's true. Okay, yeah, I'll come along with and I'll make nice.
Thank you. All right, let's go, Brina.
Okay. As you're making your way back towards the provisions, Thordrin, have you told them yet that there's plenty of provisions in the wagon already? Okay. Once you get back there, you see 2 giant bags of stuff. One big bag and one smaller bag. Looking through it, there's plenty of provisions in there.
I'll say when they come back, I'm like already chewing on some of the salted pork, just like
Okay.
we got like 8 barrels of this shit.
Other than that, you guys make your way past Frida's. Stop in real quick. For 1 copper piece, you get yourself a. Do you just 100?
You need
like a bobbin.
Yeah, just like enough to make a couple of necklaces, kind of thing.
Okay, so like 250 feet of whatever thread on a bobbin for a copper piece. Whatever color you want.
Over.
A lot of different
and take. You said any color I want. Don't tell me that. It'll be pink.
Well, no, I mean well, let's just put it this way. The colors that they would have on hand right there would probably be your primary colors.
Then probably a beige.
Okay. Whatever you want. Maluk's, yes, you got it.
Got it.
Let me do this. Boop. Okay.
I guess after that, we just head back to the cart.
So all of you make your way back to the cart. It's getting to be about that time to leave. It's getting a little later in the day, towards that top of the hour. It's kind of a cooler day today. And are you all going to just hop on the cart and make your way? There are no horses. Remember, those are gone now.
Yep.
Wait.
How much is it
Are
to
we
rent
gonna-
one out of curiosity?
To rent a horse, they don't rent horses here. They'll sell a horse to you, but they don't rent horses.
How much is it to?
They haven't had any of them come back. So
Okay, so
It's not like you
do
can
they
put
have-
coins in a meter.
you just want a common riding
That's
horse?
not a coin slot.
Where is Demian and
Just out of
Shinoa
curious,
right
how
now?
much is it to purchase a horse?
We're at the cart.
A riding horse?
Yeah.
75 gold pieces, and that's without any saddle or anything.
Yeah, horses are expensive. We can all just be on the cart. Stop being a loner. Get on the cart.
Being a loner.
I will give you
we're
guys.
As we're like loading up the cart, I just want to kind of do a perception check to see if like we have any peering eyes watching us, particularly on red cloaks.
Roll a perception check.
You should also probably check the cart too.
I
Make
was
sure
gonna
they
say-
haven't planted anything.
I would be helping Shinoa kind of do
Okay.
that
That's-
so she can has advantage.
Okay, well, so 17.
See, he's helping you.
I would say that
I rolled the exact same thing, so 17.
them checking for threats is kind of something that they would both just inherently do.
Because I would have explained that like we sort of made friends with the local like ruffian gang.
Yeah, knowing this is the sort of thing, I definitely would put my.
There
head
was
on
some
the table.
misunderstandings. So a
I'll
17.
put Tides of Chaos into that because that's like, you know what, I am nervous about that.
You just see people wandering around. It looks like they're busy going from place to place. You don't see anybody.
They might not give a shit about us yet. We're not a threat.
or
They don't
might
perceive us as one.
or they might not be as dumb as you think and not wear those all the time.
That too.
Okay, but with her check, did she see anybody that was giving us undue attention?
No.
And nothing untoward on the cart.
Other than Elmina, who runs the provisions, may be attentive to you. Other than
No.
that, no, just she's being attentive and helping you guys out if you need anything. I was going to say she brings out actually a 10 by 20 foot tarp. That would be enough, and 50 feet of rope. That would be enough to cover if you needed to cover something and tie it up. You go over the cart with a fine-tooth comb. It looks like the same cart that you have had before. But the oxen are all doppelgangers. No,
it's okay. I already talked to them.
oh boy.
Josh, that nat one wasn't on a wild magic surge, was it?
No,
Okay, thank God.
Oh god.
that one was on a perception check because I was like, oh, that's a good point. Never mind, my head is elsewhere.
I heard Tides of Chaos and I got worried.
Yeah, I tried dumping something in there, but nope.
So as you guys make your way out of town, headed to your destination.
Yep.
Heading down the road.
Gordon will stay sitting on the back of the cart.
Okay.
Just looking out, kind of looking for anybody that might be scanning the tree lines and shit.
Okay.
And I would have filled him in on the information we've gotten since that pertains to Gundren's situation, including, looking for the 4 stones that Glimmer is going to set on the side of the road to let us know that he is at the castle.
So as you guys having these conversations and any other conversations that you're having, diving into books, sitting around reading. Endymion unknowingly in a stance in which it puts him in a position that he can see everything with advantage at all times. It's been a few hours that you've been on the road. Daylight's just starting to slowly creep away. Endymion, you are the first person, without even rolling, to notice that, and then Thordrin notices, in the woods, about 50, maybe 60 feet, you both realize that there's a rather large wolf that's been trailing you for probably a good mile or so.
So, upon clocking it right away, I would start to do my ritual to speak with beasts.
Okay.
And then when that was done, I would just kind of shout out to the wolf and if you're following us, friend, I would hear your business.
There is no return. Just kind of slows maybe a little bit. Starts to come closer to the road's edge. And you guys are still proceeding forward?
Did I recognize the wolf as one of the ones that, or as the one that we got out of the...
No, this is almost black. Dark. It's very dark brown and black wolf.
So whoever's driving, I would just kind of like get their attention a little bit. And
I mean, just yelling would have gotten my attention.
oh yeah, but I'm trying not to yell to announce us to the rest of the people in the woods potentially. So I would be doing
yelled to catch someone's attention in the woods.
Yes.
Endymion, what were you saying? I didn't hear you.
Oh, so I was gonna tap Sabrina and be like, "Hey, look, there's one of them things in your book."
So if the wagon comes to a stop, I'll kind of hop off and start staring the wolf down a little bit.
It's still approaching you. It's about 30 feet away.
So I'll just kind of like put my hand on my hammer and just, all right.
So where are you all at? You're on the ground. Everybody else is on the cart, unless otherwise told. Where are you sitting at, Sabrina? Oh, who's driving the cart or the wagon? Maluk's is driving the wagon. Who's sitting to the right of Maluk's?
I'll be sitting up there with Maluk's.
Okay. Endymion's on top or in the back? Where is Kithwin?
I guess I'd be somewhere in the middle where I can see everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, just dab smack in the middle of the cart.
She'd be sitting in like the back, like her legs kind of hanging off, like as their cart's being pulled.
Little house
She's
on the
trying to
prairie.
work up the courage. Kinda,
Okay.
yeah. Trying to work up the courage.
Thordrin, 20 feet.
All right. So I'll just kind of, I will ready Thorn Whip for if he gets aggressive, but I will just kind of yell out to him. You need to declare yourself friend or foe, or I'm going to have to assume the worst.
In your talk, speaking.
Wolf. Yeah.
Okay. 20 feet full. It is now at full speed.
Can I tell? Is it coming at us aggressive?
It's running at you at full speed.
Then I will launch a Thorn Whip at it.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 16.
That actually misses. I will give as it leaps past you.
Past me.
What you see, Kithwin, is as this is in midair, almost as if it's a transmutation kind of a spell. You see a little green hand pull back like a giant hood, and little tiny arms appear and just
Hi,
grab.
big girl.
That
I
is
just,
That was a
I hug her. I hug her.
natural 20.
Yay! No, she's just hugging her and petting her head. How are you? Oh my gosh, that was so cool. When did you learn that?
Look, I stole it. It's a
You
cloak.
stole it? Holy shit, good job.
And you hear, and then she whistles really loud out of 100 or so feet. You can start to hear through the bush and through the bramble. And you guys do see another wolf. It is pure white with a nice big underbite jaw. Well, he's there. And that's where we're going to end this evening.
Yay!
I really
Yes,
want to
it's
tell
all
the
right.
goblin off because that could have gone bad.
I was
I
about
would, if
to say,
you
I'm
had to
sorry.
hurt Glimmer.
Dude, how
No
was
worries,
I
I
supposed to
would have
know? He
kicked
said it
your
was a
ass.
wolf.
I know. You were like,
What indications did I have that I was
You
attacking
didn't.
a child?
You didn't. It's fine. It worked out the way it worked out for a reason. It's fine.
man.
Was it buried its fast or anything? Is it aggressive?
I would
Glimmer
like to think that I would have, being a nature cleric, that I would have deduced that that was not a wolf.
It was a wolf.
But
It actually
She's got
was.
something magic going on. She has I think it's like a cloak that allows you to transform into a wolf.
It might be a silky coat.
well, she's gonna get a talking to, and I'm gonna have to give her what's for.
No, her armor class is 17. So.
Hell yeah.
And then I rolled a nat 20. I was like, oh my god. She's just
Roll
embracing.
for hug.
She's just embracing you. Calls her tooth jaw, but we're ending it on that note. This was a little longer of an evening than I thought it was going to be, but that's perfectly fine. We got to a great stopping point. I will make that mark. And well, I know we've got a lot of stuff going on. Sabrina's got Lily has an awesome thing going on the 15th. That's my birthday weekend. So thank you very much for having it on my birthday weekend. And then we have.
And I will say that I do believe, Lily, looking into it, we should be able to cast it simultaneously to your Twitch and to the Nexus at the same time. We should be able to stream it to everywhere.
All right. I don't know how StreamYard properly works yet, so all right. Cool.
I got you. And if I don't, Matt does. But for the segue, that is a great point. That's going to be. Did we settle on the 15th? Right, we're locked into that.
Yeah, everybody's able to make it
All
on the
right.
15th, so 15th it is.
Sunday, September 15th, Lily is hosting her very first one shot, which is going to be awesome. Me and Ken are having a lot of fun just figuring out all the chaos. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
we literally spent because my ride home is about 35 minutes. We spent the whole time going over all right, what race do we want to be? Let's be something fun.
Are you twins? Are you like brothers or sisters?
We're trying to be, but I don't know if it's going to work. I just want to be something stupid and fun, like literally just something you would find in the Feywild, like a raccoon. I don't know.
Dude, I got you.
I know.
I'm going to be bringing Baba. Baba's a character I created for a different story, but we never got to finish it. Baba is a blue furbolg, and she was raised by Elbers. So she's a Circle of the Moon Druid. and hopefully we'll have some fun with her. We went with her because Sabrina said she liked the name Baba, so we are going to go with Baba.
I just want to say it. It was like, I was like, please do Baba so I can be like,
So
Baba, what are you doing?
for that, I am actually playing with the idea of making. I'm going into the Critical Role content a little bit. Going with a Echo Knight.
Those are fun. You
So
should
I
ask.
can-
You should ask Josh about that. Josh has built a pretty cool Echo Knight before.
See, the thing is, I'm going back and forth though, going pure Echo Knight, or it kind of seems like a ridiculously deadly combo to be a rogue Echo Knight. So I don't know.
I'm not going to be playing a rogue this time.
I know it's weird.
Human fighter.
It's weird.
You're almost correct, sir.
Almost correct.
It's the beautiful
Just
thing
as an
about LOL.
FYI.
You can be whatever you want.
But I am very nervous for you, Sabrina, because you're gonna have me and Ken on the same side of the table playing these brothers, and I am sure that this is gonna get unhinged.
No,
Josh?
if you could, if I wish I could show you guys everything I've already written for how it's gonna go.
Don't.
Unhinged is written in as part, so go ham.
If I were to give one piece of DM-ly advice that I think the other DMs in the group would agree with, don't overwrite because, well, muting me will be a good option. But don't write too much because whichever way you think it's going to go, it will invariably go the complete opposite direction. You know, like sometimes you get a character that writes a player that writes a character that is absolutely not meant to be an asshole at all in any way, shape, or form. And then his first time to really talk to somebody outside of the party, he just like berates them and puts them down, and like
that was
a
loving gesture. It was a loving gesture to an old friend.
I don't know if I were to.
Did you Lando and Han Solo that interaction where you both came at each other super fucking aggressive?
No, it was just one way, and she just recognized him. But no, it was great because he said, I am building this character to actually be a nice guy. I don't want him to be a dick. He's not an asshole. And the very first thing you do is, look at you, you disgusting old hag of a woman. Like, that was his opening line. And it got worse.
It was fine.
Anyway, which segues us into other stuff we got going on. This Friday, you can join us here on the Nexus for Golden Ghosts. Our pirate-themed campaign is going to be this Friday. It's going to be pretty good. We got everybody. Say what?
Where I'm a nice human.
You are neither nice nor a human.
I am human.
No, you're not.
What do you mean, no, I'm not? What am I?
Human
or a hag spawn.
I'm a human. I'm just a regular old human.
Hello there, it's me, Hugh Man. I'm just walking around being nice to everyone.
It's just a regular human.
That is totally not what it is. But either way, what it is a great time. So you should definitely come and check in. Lily doesn't miss it. She catches it every Friday that we play, and she blows up our chat, and we love it. And then next Monday this coming Monday, we are going to be back for Age of the Forsaken. Even though it's the holiday, we decided none of us are really doing a whole lot anywho. So still going to play. And then, we'll be back next Wednesday. Miss Pandora, anything from your end? Anything you got going on that you wanna?
I'm gonna be doing some more cosplaying here soon, trying to get more stuff done on my TikTok. So if anybody wants to check that out, with the Vox Machina trailer dropping, I'm probably gonna bring back Vax again. So that's my most popular one. That's my most popular. My most popular cosplay is Vaxeldon. So I'm on like lesbian TikTok. It's a big hit. It's a big hit. So so I'll probably be bringing back soon.
I can see that being big in that demographic.
Different color filters for it.
Hey. Patrick, Charles, you guys got anything down there? No, nothing happening in your world? Patrick looks frozen as shit.
Yeah.
Yep, Patrick is frozen.
Yeah.
Patrick's got a new costume that he's working on. I know that.
Well, he's been blowing up pictures. He's not on TikTok, and he needs to fix that because he is actually a really good cosplayer.
I'll boost him. Hell yeah.
I'm saying he could get a following on here, but
Yep, there he goes.
I think
He ran away.
SteamYard is telling us it's time to
it
wrap
is.
this up.
It is.
Yeah.
Guys,
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's what we got going on with the Nexus and adjacent activities. With that, unless anybody has anything to say, I'm going to go ahead and roll the end of stream video. Is everybody good with that? Anybody got anything else? Going once, going twice. Good night, everybody.